First one here, bitches.
Look at this dude getting second.
Oh, bidet! Bidet! Oh, bidet!
Tourists.
You're third place? You're late, but that's okay, there's still room. Smile!
Boop. Hey everybody. It's that time again. It's D&D time. So we're finally getting to do this. We're finally getting to play some D&D this week. We're missing Demon or Solara. She isn't feeling well, but we'll still have Jonan, Wiccan, Glow, Tango, myself, and later we'll have Asmodeal, so that we'll be able to continue with this campaign. So I'm like super excited, as per usual. Always, you know how it goes. We always get so excited because it's fun. I've been loving doing this. It's been very enjoyable. I know that my sister and my brother-in-law have been watching occasionally because they've also been playing D&D themselves. So probably to see the differences between homebrews is definitely probably been interesting for them. But I hope that you'll stick around, have some fun with us. I think I'm going to raise my chair a little bit because I feel like I'm really short because I took all my normal stuff out of my chair. I sit there and say that. There we go.
Fuck, brain, words, hard, what? Squirrel?
Glow, I don't want to hear jack shit from you, ma'am. I do not. I don't want to hear jack shit. I don't want to hear shit from you. So, but we're going to have some fun. That is guaranteed. But let's go ahead and let me go over to Twitch and accept this collab with Tango. So that we can have shared. Who the fuck? Thank you so much, Tango. I appreciate you.
Oh, snap,
There's only one
son.
thing to do.
I hear the
Look him in the
train
eye, nod politely,
and kill the living crap out
Well,
of him!
because of the fact that Jonan and Tango both sat there and resubbed, it sparked a hype train, apparently. So, yay! That's something. Well, okay. There we go. All right. Join shared chat. All right. Yeah, we're in the shared chat now. Okay, cool. But holy shit. Oh, that's me. Gotcha. But yeah, so we've got a hype train going on right now, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. I don't feel like I need that right now. How did I sit there and get this to turn or come inwardly? There we go. There we go. All right. All right. So. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get the rest of the crew in here so that we can all sit here and talk bullshit together, you know? All right. All right, so now there's Tango, Wiccan, Glow, and I.
Hello.
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 Hello. We have a sick Jonan, but that's.
We at
Hope
least
we're
have a
doing okay,
Joan.
man. Yes. And certainly hope that Demon gets to feeling better.
She's busy watching Vox
Oh,
Machina.
who's?
Oh yeah,
who's
she told me that she was watching Vox Machina and she was like,
Uh-oh.
"Poor Pike."
Oh, it looks like Smooth is between 20 and 2 inches, according to
Oh.
Glow and Wiccan. It's familiar, yeah.
She's,
So it's allowing. I'm confused.
It's popping both commands because
Hang on, I gotta see this.
yeah.
No, it won't.
No, it.
There it
well,
goes.
Yeah, see.
I got 16 with Wiccan.
You guys are having too much fun with this goddamn PP command.
I have to see it for myself now.
But I got a 16 in Wiccan's. But it didn't prompt it in yours. Wiccan's got 13. I got bigger PP energy today than he does in his own stream.
Yeah, see, and then Smooth was like, "Yeah, I got 20 in the other bot," and I was like, "Nah, let me remove that."
Glow's got 15 in hers.
I'm really
Nice.
hoping that Glow
Sounds
and I
about
can
right.
find. I really
Sounds
hope
about
that
right.
Glow. I really hope that you and I can find a bot that we can have it to where it'll communicate to both sides at the same time.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Well, with Kick's API changing a lot and them adding a lot more features, I feel like that might be something that's on the horizon. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I feel like it might be StreamerBot, which I'm not a whole lot
I'm not
keen
a fan
on,
of
to be
Streamer
fair.
Bot either.
I'm not either. I really hope that Firebot's the one that kicks in on that one, to be fair.
Either that or Botrix. Okay.
Well, Botrix is probably the one that's going to do it first, to be fair.
Because
they've already
is
got-
more like they've
Yeah.
already got all the settings they need
Well,
to start with.
That chat feed that's at the bottom, that you can see at the bottom of my stream, that's actually from
Hey,
Botrix's thing.
Maurice,
I
how you
don't-
doing?
Maurice, what's
Hi.
up, man?
Hey, man, how you
What's
doing?
going on here?
we're kind of chilling here, waiting to start D&D here shortly.
Yep.
I've already got my dice tower set up. I've already
Okay,
got the dice
Jonan.
out.
Ronan's rocking the 10. Okay.
He had a 9-incher in your stream.
So it grew an inch between streams.
Yeah.
He got what he was after. He must have found those crayons.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
That'll do it for him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, chat activity is going to be extremely busy, just with
Sam,
4
how are you?
people. Yeah. How's y'all's
Oh, the horny
It's-
stuff. That's yeah, that's a Glow thing.
day? Yeah.
The PP command is in both, but the horny thing is strictly a.
No.
Oh, you have
No.
it too? I
I
didn't
do
realize
too.
that you also had a horny command.
I have it because Glow
I gave him
basically
the
ripped
command
off
coding.
command.
I just
Yeah.
gave him the command coding. I mean, I also have an FMK command, but that
But
one
you
doesn't
can only.
work
I
well.
made it to where you can only use it once a day. So it's a one-off.
The horny
basically.
command, because clearly, Jonan I think just did it twice.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tried
but
to.
He tried.
He tried to, and then like a familiar said, you can only use that command once a day. So Maurice is
Actually,
Maurice
no, I
is
did
all
it.
right.
I did it once in Glows, but when I did it in Glows, it also
Yeah.
accepted it in yours.
Well, because it activates the command from the one time on both places, and then when you attempt to do it again,
No.
that's
Because if I would have done it in yours first, it would have only showed up on yours.
interesting.
Because when I did the PP command,
Are you sure,
Um,
Jonan?
I did it
Because
in yours first, yeah.
legitimately, you typed an exclamation point horny, and it toggled both aliases.
yeah,
Because we're
No,
doing
what-
shared chat, so
We're
that's
doing
why.
share chat. That's why.
Yeah, so if you're triggering it in one chat, it's gonna trigger it in the other chat.
That part.
no, because when I
Oh,
put
I'm
in
looking
PP,
at it, my friend.
it triggered in Wiccans, but it did not trigger in yours because I looked for it, thinking it
Gotcha.
would trigger in yours also.
Gotcha.
It did not trigger in Glows. I had to type it in again for Glow. So
Mm.
I
Might be,
don't. Who's
Then
the
why
one
is
hosting?
it doing it the? Okay,
Looks
Looks like
that's
it's got a
hosting.
cooldown on it.
now
might
I
have a
gotta look at
cooldown.
my fucking cooldowns. What is
Which
this
one of you was
shit?
hosting the chat?
Oh, that's Tango.
Tango is hosting the chat.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's the the beefy blue guy in Discord?
That would be
Is Modi?
that would be Asmodeal. That's King Dingus. He's not here presently. I mean, my dude's a little shade of blue, but I'm assuming you're talking about that guy down there. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be Asmodeal. That's his image for his character.
I also need his picture to put it
It's-
on my overlay.
believe I sent it directly to you. If it,
Oh, you did?
Oh, Glow, I got my earrings today.
No, it's,
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I need more drinks.
How do they look?
They're
you need,
super
you
cute.
need more.
Yes.
Are you wearing them?
No. They didn't
Damn
they
it.
don't really
As of
match,
right now.
but like look on my stream.
Here, I'll send it again to you if it's not there.
I just
As
need.
things stand right now,
You may
there's a
just
pretty
need to
good
send
chance
it to
I'm
me
probably
again
getting
in
one tomorrow.
general.
Let me
Ooh,
double
I
check.
like those.
They're so I'm like, and those are a decent size too.
Yeah, they are.
So
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm really excited.
Take your time.
I will definitely like this could definitely be a piece for like Rent Fair as well.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
a
it
lot
does
of,
have a 15-second cooldown. What the fuck?
Yeah.
but I
I'll put it
Did you ever upload Tism's picture?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
I did.
but
Awesome.
I definitely feel like that would be something that like if we did decide to do like our actual like D&D characters,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that'd be like those are earrings that I could see Thaula wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would seems about right.
Mhm.
I don't think I could pull off Atticus. I'm not
You're
I'm
not buff enough.
I'm not buff enough to pull off Atticus.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, earlier today I was thinking about which has been or hell of a boss character I could pull off.
And he decided that he was like, "Oh, how about freaking
Valentino.
Valentino's like, bleh."
Ew.
I only thought Valentino because of his stature.
because of how tall he is.
Yeah, and he's slimmer form,
Yeah.
and I love his style because he's from the 1970s. So like
He looks
that
like a
long-
pimp.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is I mean, it's his that long coat that he has, but also the coat is actually his wings.
Mhm.
So like that, I was like, that's sick. And then his glasses and the hat with the feather on it. Yeah, I was like, that would be cool.
Yeah, Wickham was saying that he thought that I could definitely pull off Charlie.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, if anyone disagrees with that, like, she's got the right energy for Charlie. While Glow could definitely pull off shit, what's her name? I don't know why I'm blanking on her name right now.
Hell of a boss or has been?
It has been.
Has been Vaggy, Nifty.
Vaggy.
Oh,
Baggy.
yeah.
Because of just her tone.
Mhm.
Like you've got a very like steady like bass tone that you don't really fluctuate at all whenever you speak. So it's just
Really?
like this. Yeah. You don't, but unless you're trying to, it's. I mean, I wouldn't put you as like sadness from Inside Out, like just.
Okay, who's playing the spike
Oh, I'm a genius.
diffuse sound? We're
That
not
was-
playing Valorant.
Yep.
Not me.
I'm a genius. Yeah, no, it's not me. Don't look at me.
I know, but I'm like, what?
I'm like, my hands are like in front of me. I haven't really moved them besides picking up my phone.
We're not playing Valorant.
No, we're not playing Valorant. We're playing some motherfucking
Ow.
D&D, bitches. Well, at
And
least
then-
shortly.
And then Tango just played the gay frogs.
Yeah, he played Grog saying, "Yep, I'm a genius."
And there you go. Maurice got second, and what? You can't take both, Maurice. That's
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 cheating.
That's cheating. Yeah.
I had Aaron do that on my birthday. He took first, second, and third.
Yeah,
I've
you
had
just kind
people
of
do
just
that, and I'm
wipe
like,
the
please
floor.
don't do that.
I was like, that's rude.
That be rude, yes.
Buzzkill.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
taking
taking
both.
All right, you know what? You know what, Maurice? I like your energy. You can have both.
Hey, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But that's a
I've been in
one-time only,
hell.
sir. Not again. Take your time.
Picking up roommate.
It makes you
Mm.
23.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That's a one-off, okay? You don't do that again, right? You don't do that again.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. It's one per, like, you get one of them. You don't get all of them. You just get one.
Yes, you get one.
You get one cookie.
Yeah.
You don't get to
only
have
one.
all of the cookies, okay?
No promises.
No promises. You'll listen. There's a difference.
Oh. Okay. But no, seriously though, that's you get one of them and one only. So think about that next time. Man. So I played Cult of the Lamb today with crowd control. That was interesting. I had Tango
What
actually
was crowd control on that.
it was interesting actually, in fact, because it was so interesting, the fact that like I was given something, a weapon, and I didn't have like an immediate alert to it. So like it was a bit of a surprise when I was swinging with a fucking sword, and then all of a sudden my weapon changed to a fucking blunderbuss.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Then all of a sudden, me likey.
Me likey.
Wait, so no, you can take either first, second, or third, and you can check in.
Yeah.
Check in is once for
one, two,
check in
or
yeah.
3.
Check in is once for everyone per stream.
Mm-hmm.
But first, second, and third, those are limited.
Those are first come, first serve.
Exactly. Well, as I get a shout out for myself on my own stream. I wonder who that guy is.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh fuck!
What, the water?
No, the ghost fucking was in the goddamn tub. As a wild grubbin also appears in chat.
No, the ghost is in the goddamn tub.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, what was that? That clip still fucking scares the
Oh
shit out
god,
of me.
what clip is gonna pop up now?
Oh my god, that is an old. You're getting
I have
a
a
lot
rainbow
of old fucking clips.
in my vagina
What
right now.
in the fuck,
Oh,
Knuckles?
That's like one of my favorites.
What?
Whoever just fucking played that.
Oh, but all jokes aside, but your birthday is November 1st. Oh shit.
Nice.
No.
Well,
It's
happy
the
early
sound
birthday.
I think Allie just played,
so
or
we
if
don't,
somebody else played. I don't
I'm sure
know.
we'll probably see you.
It's-
Things are starting to get really busy around here. Like, I'm gonna
no,
have
wrong one. 42 at the end.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have like
Thank you.
a lot
There you go.
happening here in the next couple of months for sure. And then there's a clip for Tango right there from. That's from second one, isn't it?
Oh, bro.
Last of Us 2.
Stinks.
Or not The Last of Us.
No,
Sorry.
no,
Sorry,
on mine.
Outlast. I got
No,
Outlast.
on mine it was Hellblade.
Ah.
Hellblade.
Yeah. It was either Hellblade 1 or 2. I can't remember because he's got clips for both.
Yeah, I'm home for a bit, but I'm gonna be driving all day because I plan on going out to eat. Oh, absolutely, dude! Celebrate, absolutely celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
how if you don't mind me asking, how many revolutions around the sun have you gone now?
yep. How many revolutions around this planet have you gone? Because, I mean, Wiccan's birthday was on the 11th of September. Mine was on the 25th of September.
Don't fucking remind
I
me.
think 24.
Oh, I call bullshit.
Be
Maurice,
honest.
You are
Do the
not
math.
gonna be 24. Come on.
The only one who's 24 here is me. Thank you.
I forgot my birthday for a minute.
Oh, and we also forgot this for you.
Wasn't gonna do it for myself. Oh
Yeah,
no!
My
You bet.
boobies, my massive
I
fucking
just did it
titties,
for. I got
my
it.
super
Well,
stuffed
not that clip.
milkies, my honga bonga
I got
doinky
some
boinkies.
random Valorant clip where she's extremely focused. It may be an ace.
She
by the look
actually
of it.
got the boobies clip.
I did.
Oh,
I got
you
the OG one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The one from your birthday where you were
No,
playing Disney?
It wasn't my
Uh-huh.
birthday.
Yeah.
But it was when I was playing Disney.
Yeah, and you're like, Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron!
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, wait, Maurice, you're seriously only 23? Why was I thinking you were older than that?
Wow.
I could have sworn you were older than that, my dude.
How am
I thought that
older
you were
than
closer to
you
my age.
by like a year. How am I older than you by a year? This doesn't make sense.
Well, I
No.
mean, shit. I mean, the people that we've associated with before. I mean,
Oh.
eh.
I guess I just presumed you were somewhere in your 30s already. I am
Maurice.
totally.
Maurice.
That's rude.
That's not-
That's rude
That
as
is
fuck.
rude.
That's rude. I mean, he came into my stream the other day and he called me old lady.
Yeah, I
Or-
saw that.
Or
Okay.
he called me granny. That's what he called me, and I was like, I am not a granny. I'm an auntie. That is
Yeah,
the
that
highest
is
level I've
different.
gone is auntie.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, wait, auntie, that's normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a normal aunt. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
no.
the
No,
I'm
not
the
that.
I'm the very weird aunt. As I sit here in freaking a beanie and like my jacket covered in pins and buttons
Hey.
and shit.
Hey, clarify. There's also no such thing as a normal uncle, and
No.
I
There's
am
no such
the.
thing as normal.
Now, what is normal?
Yeah,
What is normal?
What is normal? That's 100% a thing. What is normal?
So,
In
But I'm a- to
autistic
clarify.
fucking weirdo.
to clarify, I am a good weird uncle. I am not. No, I am not one of those other types of uncles.
You're not
Just fuck
you're
that.
not the creepy uncle.
No, I am not the creepy uncle. I am the cool uncle.
Normal people who don't watch it.
I guess normal is
Okay.
people who don't watch anime.
That,
Okay, I have to clarify. I have begun watching anime.
Yep, he's begun. He's watched kind of a
Yeah.
little bit of anime that's like the anime style, but
Yeah.
not like necessarily like something that's come straight
No.
out of Japan.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I've watched some of Death Note.
Until you started watching Death Note. Before that, you had watched a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that was
Well,
Edge
Edge Runners was the closest thing I probably came to that. before
Exactly.
then.
That's what I was meaning because it's in that anime like style, but it
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily something that came from Japan. So
Yeah. And prior to then, the only thing that really ever interested me besides Death Note was Attack on Titan, which I haven't actually watched yet, as well as High School of the Dead, which that was an actual anime, like the what do they call it? Is it
yeah, the
different?
manga.
The manga, and I did not get interested into it for the titties.
Yeah, because
Just to
it's-
clarify.
because that anime is just fan service upon fan service upon
Okay.
fan service.
Again, to clarify,
Yeah, I
did
know.
not get into it for the titties. I got into it for the zombies. The titties were just a lucky bonus. Just clarify that right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Idiot.
don't get me wrong. I mean, that's
Maybe
just
a react video.
So apparently somebody made the
Sure.
like connection that there is a difference between anime fan service and Americanized fan service. And what they see as like here in the US for fan service is like if they bring back a character for no fucking reason, like in like Marvel and stuff like that, just to kind of hype shit up and whatnot, that they were like, oh, we're gonna sit there and hype this up by bringing a character back, that sort of thing. And
Maurice, I would watch where you're stepping because you're about
Yeah.
to step in some shit, bud.
Yeah,
you're too old to
no,
be
I'm-
calling titties a lucky bonus.
Yeah, I was caught. He basically making fun of me with that one.
but yeah, when it comes to like anime fan service, that's like panty shots and boobies and that sort of thing. That makes it the difference between the two. And so it's very different. But like when I heard that, I was like, wow.
But apparently I'm too old to be calling titties a lucky bonus. No, I don't think so.
I mean, I will say
I
that
As long as I
disagree, Maurice.
as long as I can still get up and not just stand up on my own feet. No. Until it comes to the point in time where I have to have assistance to get up in multiple ways, they are a bonus.
I'm
Yeah, best we not saying
I-
anything.
That was a proverbial drop the mic on situation of that one because
but I will say
Nope.
that just some of the things that they do in anime is just so like fucking weird because of the fact that they'll make so very unrealistic like things when it comes to
Oh,
women, like the
yeah.
fact of their titties being like they're almost pretty much touching their belly button kind of shit, like because they're so big.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's unrealistic.
yeah, I do have particular tastes when it comes to stuff like that. Whenever it's disproportional, that's
Yeah.
one thing I'm like really
Maurice.
But-
nah.
But the one thing that I did find out is also that, like, when it comes to the stylization of, like, anime,
Yeah.
like, anime faces, is that they
Yeah.
weren't based on human. They were based on cats.
Cats?
They were based on
Really?
cats. Yes.
Cats.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense though.
It does.
Why? Why
just
why
be-
felines
like-
of all things?
If you look at like how facial structures are for like anime characters, it kind of makes sense though.
Mm-hmm. I found a video on TikTok that was talking about it.
I mean, you're not wrong, Maurice, and I'm only going to allow this because it's really not a bad statement to be clarifying with that. You're not wrong because
But that's something that they've not gotten naturally. It's something
No,
that they've
well-
gotten, like they've bought them.
Aesthetically, yeah.
well, no. What he's referring to is like because obviously people know what that word means. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
it, nor
Yeah.
am I going to define it. But people know what that word means,
Yeah.
and obviously with that comes experience, and I'm saying experience in a very particular quote unquote way, and gravity does that. Okay, that's
Yeah, I would say no. When I say like they're touching their belly button kind of thing, is because they're so big that they're sitting there
Yeah.
drooping to their belly button.
Yeah.
That's
I-
what
I'm s-
I'm meaning.
I'm sorry, people. Any woman with breasts that big does not stand upright any longer, nor does she have anything other than back problems.
Yeah.
And I've known some women with some
Oh.
substantial
Is
chesticles.
is
So-
Tango back?
Yes.
I am back. It's one thing to come back and hear you guys talking about penises, but here we are talking about boobs now. It's like I'm glad to know that we can change up the topic while I'm gone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, we were talking about anime, and I was talking about how just they set an unrealistic expectation for women.
Yeah.
With their ginormous titties.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to sit there and roll for our stupid checks for today?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Let's.
Well, consider we're not doing any combat or anything like that today.
Yeah, but they're still
It's
like
for all rolls though.
it's all rolls.
Oh,
Oh
that's-
God,
Damn.
DM's
Son of a
taking a
bitch.
-2. DM's
Oh,
taking a
shit.
-2.
All right, come
Gosh,
on, good
I have
number,
to-
good
That's a
number,
bad
good
start.
number.
Oh, that's a bad start.
Did you roll a nat?
She did.
Another nat 20.
Oh, you. Wow. Okay.
How
Motherfucker.
the
That's
fuck
enough.
did I do that 2 sessions in a row?
All right.
I don't
Here
know.
goes
You
nothing.
tell
Here goes
us.
nothing. I'm doing a natural roll, not on there. I'm gonna see what comes from this. That doesn't count.
Because technically nobody can see it, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
It doesn't count on there.
Let's
Fuck
see.
that.
What is Wicked? Oh!
Oh my god!
Ouch.
I get the nat 20. He gets the nat 1.
So you two are sharing
Fuck.
opposites brain cells.
No shit. That's. Oh my gosh. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my. Why?
Hey,
Son of a bitch.
All right. Let me.
All right, you guys.
All right.
So, are we just
May
about
I
ready?
ask who?
Yeah,
are
I'm
we?
ready.
Okay. By all means, Maurice, I want to say, at the present moment, we've got obviously myself. That's Atticus. Thala is Allie.
Hello.
Travasi is Glow.
Hello.
And our current DM is Tango, along with Jonan, that is
Oh.
Paul.
Tal. And
Tal,
you
sorry.
may need to change his name because it's still Jonan.
Yeah.
I'll take care of that. Even though for some reason my picture's not changing, even though I changed it, so
You may have to change it actually in Discord, like fully.
I did actually, and it still didn't.
Mm.
Oh, son of a bitch! Hold on a second. I'll pen to that so it corrects itself. Cause fuck, why not?
Hi, Curly.
Okay, so it looks like we're...
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, Curly's here.
Yep, Curly's here. We're doing D&D.
Yay!
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm begging here, but you know, for all you viewers out there, make sure you share the stream tonight with somebody. Try to get more viewers in here. See if we can't get more people vested in this.
Okay.
If you have any friends or family that love
it's been
D&D,
corrected.
have them tune in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for that shout out for Curly. Obviously, that definitely deserves the shout out across the board. And if you aren't already following, you aren't following everybody here as well as Curly, please make sure you do so.
Yeah, Curly's awesome.
By the way, this broadcast is also being broadcasted over on Kick. If anyone here is also familiar with the site and would like to drop me a follow over there, I'd be more than appreciative of it.
Oh, well, thank you, Maurice. Yeah, we've definitely been trying to sit there and hype this up a little bit more because, I mean, we've been having so much fun with it. I mean, we're going on, like, what, a little over a month, almost 2 months into our campaign. And
Has
a
it really
lot
been
of shit.
that long?
About 2 years, yeah.
It's gotten fucking
Yeah.
crazy at times. But it's honestly been
Yeah.
so much fun. And I could not ask for a better fucking group to fucking play D&D with, because this has been so
Aw.
much fun. Shut up.
Aww.
Shut up.
No.
I'm
I
not
love
talking
you.
to you.
Just talking to me because I'm
And
doing
I wanted to say
the-
no, so deal with it.
No. And you
Yeah,
can't
I
make
know
me-
she ain't talking to me. I have no involvement in this whatsoever. This is all you guys. Like I'm just putting it plainly. Like this is
as
all you
far
guys.
as
I ain't do shit.
as far as like details of like, because you usually post a pinned message at the top of your stream about NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Were you gonna do that again?
I didn't do that
Tango?
yet. I mean, I can. I'm trying to still sort my things out here. And now I got the keyboard in an awkward location. You have to give me a second. But
Keyboard.
yes,
Wow.
as usual, we do offer, or I offer for my viewers, that if you have an idea for an NPC or a special certain awesome event you want to see happen, go ahead and pitch it on over to me. Leave it in the comments. And if we all agree on it or we all like it enough, we will come to terms with it and try to find a way to work it into the game.
I mean,
And I will suggest too, if you respond to it anywhere that's here in any of our chats, make sure you tag Tango no matter where it's at. That
Yeah.
way that way he gets to see it. So
Yeah, but I mean, we
Yes.
like I mean, the fact that Tango has added a character that I sat there. It was at the end of the our last session, where it was, Silence showed up from Horizon Zero Dawn. I
Yeah.
was like, you motherfucker! You sat there and brought this motherfucker into this game, but it was well placed.
It's just a cameo.
I
Yeah.
know.
we love Lance Reddick. So that's
Yes.
he was a great actor, and the fact that we don't have him anymore now.
Mm-hmm. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, that's understandable, Maurice. There are a lot of people out there that are going to be hateful toward that, and honestly, if they try to bring that shit anywhere here, they're gonna find a very swift kick in the ass and a fast punch to their fuck around and find out ticket. Trust me, you can count me on that one. You can take that one to the fucking bank. Because my size 13 will find a quick movement to right in between the cheeks and out the fucking door.
Alrighty.
Yes,
And then I'll
as
throw
they say,
Thala out the door
don't
so
let
she
the
can
door
stomp
hit
on her.
you where
So-
the good Lord splits you.
There you go.
Oh God.
Don't let the door hit you where the
Alright.
good Lord splits you. Yeah.
So, are we ready to begin?
Yep.
Did you get your message pinned, sir?
Shit. Okay, yeah.
Get on that, bitch.
Well, I got moderators for this. Where are my moderators at?
Your
Jeez.
moderators are fucking busy streaming, dog.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
May I
Tango.
hop in the Discord for a bit? You may, but you'll have to be muted if that's, as long as you understand that one. And thank you very much for the check-in, Fusion. So good to see you, sir.
Hi, Fusion.
Let me do one last quick shout out
Okay.
for Fusion there. So, if you want, go ahead and go into the waiting room inside the Coven, and I will bring you down to the channel.
Good day.
Okay?
Good day. Oh, good day.
Tourists.
Oh, good day.
I love my check-in. As soon as I found that, I was like, this has to be the check-in for when we play D&D. Abso-fucking-lutely, because it's perfect.
Okay,
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dark Fusion. Love you.
oh my goodness, why is this not fucking dragging like it's supposed to? There it goes. There it goes.
Oh, bye.
Whoa. What
Hi
happened?
and bye, motherfucker.
I don't know.
I was bringing him down and then he disappeared.
Holy shit.
Oh, and then you got Fusion for a resub. Nice.
For 39 months?
Hell
In a
yeah.
fucking row.
Hell
Fusion?
yeah.
The fuck, man?
Completely kicked me.
Try that again, because it started to lag whenever I was trying to drag you down. So give that another shot from your Maurice.
What happened?
Just make sure you're muted, sir. That's all I ask.
Here, let me.
Thank you, Fusion.
I tried to drag you down and it's not letting me do it. There it goes.
There we
There
go.
it goes.
Okay. I was about to move him myself too.
Yep.
All right.
He's down there now, so
Yep.
that's
Alrighty. You all set and ready to go, Tango?
is the DM.
Sorry, I got an
red?
Oreo in my mouth right now.
Oh,
The orange
Did
cream
the
ones
or-
are out, so I had to get me some.
did the Oreo happen to pin the message?
No, no, I did that.
Okay.
Oreo was only serving as a slight distraction and motivation to get it done.
Okay, good. I'm making sure because I wanted to actually.
Action.
I'm gonna end up reposting it and pinning it in my chat as well.
Do it.
Or unless it's actually gonna.
Do
Oh, it actually is gonna let me do it from in here. Even better.
You're-
So.
Aren't you a moderator?
Well, I wasn't sure if it could actually do
There we
it
go.
across the shared chat, but it did. So.
All right. And I've also got it pinned in
Cool.
mine too.
Same.
Yep.
So we got it pinned
Cool.
everywhere.
Woo.
So, whenever
Alright.
you are ready, Mo Capitan.
Yes, sir. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready.
As we last ended the session, y'all were just shown to your beds down in the main crew area, and they're getting ready to serve dinner, where you were explaining that there would be what could more or less be described as a feast among sailors, and more importantly, drinking. Lots of drinking. So, you had also met a certain individual by the name of Silence. I wanted to give him a different name, but I just didn't want people to get like, "No, that's who that is." No, it is. All right, I'm just gonna come out and say that's who that is. Different universe, different life. This is part of the multiverse of his life. So
Gotta sit there and
we
give
have-
Silence more than one lifetime.
So we have our party all checking their bunks out. It's a pretty tight fit for the sleeping area, but you gotta admit, from some of the places you guys have been sleeping, these beds are actually pretty nice. I mean, this is like a royal ship, like the Royal Navy. So like you can tell that they're soldiers, they're sailors, they're treated very nice.
Night Crusader.
So, as y'all are, bye-bye. As you all are getting a chance to unwind and kind of relax a little bit, what do y'all want to do?
I would like to go see what is being served for dinner.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you
you're
had
gonna
me at
march
dinner,
into
so
you're gonna go into the galley, into the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
or are you just gonna hang out at the dinner table and wait for it like everybody else?
I'm going to take a closer look into the kitchen. I'm not crossing any lines that I'm not supposed to.
Okay,
But I'm definitely
I'm gonna wait.
sniffing it out.
I'm gonna go to the dining hall and wait, like the rest of the crew, that they're all sitting there waiting.
Okay, and all right. So Atticus, while you're peeking through the door, you're trying to push one of the little swing doors aside to take a peek inside. And
Letting my
Soggy,
nose
he
do
comes up next to you and puts his hand up next to the door and keeps you from opening it any further. And he goes, what makes a cook a great cook is his secrets are not exposed. Kind of giving you this look as he's got his hand across the door, looking up at you.
Fair
I help
enough.
you
I
with
was just letting I was just letting my nose do some investigating. I had no intention of interrupting your practice there. It smells great.
Clues, come here, boy. Clues, get over here. And a young kid, a young man, he's an older teenager, comes walking up. And he goes, "Yes, Soggy, what is it?" And he goes, "Show this fine gentleman a spot to sit with the rest of the crew down over there at the tables. Make sure he's comfy, make sure he gets himself some new ale, and show the other newcomers as well where they can get something to drink. Clues, here's our deck boy. He'll take care of you. If you have any questions or need guidance, Clues will give you a clue." Now, so he takes you on over to the seat, or to your seat at the main table, get you something to drink. Thala's there. Tal or Travasi, what were you two doing?
I was sitting with Alla.
Thala? Okay, so you're sitting with Thala. Tal?
I'm gonna go cook.
You're gonna go
You're
in.
gonna go into the kitchen and cook?
I don't think that's a good idea, Tal.
I don't think that would be advised.
Well,
I can tell you
so
this
you
much,
just go
though.
ahead
It
and
smells
barge on
really
in.
good in there.
So you barge in and you see there's nobody in there. There's nobody in the kitchen cooking at all. But everything is still cooking all the same. Obviously, someone has casted some powerful magic, as it were.
Oh, Glow's being raided.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Well, okay, we'll
We
give it a
just-
moment.
I would say we just started.
Yeah.
again.
We literally just started, and she gets raided by Callie Wildflower.
Mhm.
A wildflower raid. Nice.
Hey, I mean, I've got
Hello,
my
Kelly.
boop raid.
I'm fairly certain that Glow's probably got us deafened now, so nobody can hear us from over there.
No, she's just muted.
Oh, she's just muted. Okay, fair
But
enough.
she may have sat there and just muted us from her stream deck or something. Who knows?
Possibility. Yeah. Who knows?
Okay.
All right. We good?
You good? All right. So, but yeah, you walk into the kitchen, you see that this kitchen is basically being run on magic. The cook doesn't seem like he does any of these things himself. It looks like he's got it done purely 100% by magic.
Okay.
Soggy
Then.
might be a intriguing fellow, but looks maybe deceiving. Did you realize that's several different castings of the same spell that he's also having to use concentration on while he's doing it.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not powerful magic by any means. Getting a pot and pan to stir themselves and pulling stuff out of the oven and things like that. I mean, yeah, that's all being done by magic. I mean, that's a hell of a thing. But Klus, he's getting you your beverages and getting plates and everything set up for everybody. And he looks at just the general crew, looks over at you guys, and he's like, you know, I've not had a chance to really. What the hell was that?
I think Jonah was blowing his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think, with that noted, by the way, Tal, I don't think you should be anywhere near the foods, sir.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tal is not sick.
Tal sounds sick to me. I'm sorry.
Sounds sick to
We
me.
can roll. The DM can roll for it and see if it gets included
I'm
into the
pretty
game.
sick.
No.
Oh, you want to go for it? Come on. All right.
God.
Well, he says, you know, I've never had much of a chance to explore the world except for on the ship, but just looking at a lot of you, I'm feel safe, yet I'm very scared of you.
Well, it's not a bad thing to feel safe around us, but at the same time, because we're strangers to y'all, it's also not a bad thing to be somewhat hesitant and fearful.
He goes, yeah, it's maybe that's it, yeah. And he just kind of ducks his head and walks.
Yeah.
And you see him as he's walking out of the galley or out of the main canteen area. He gets caught by Silence walking into one of the main halls, and you see them have a little side conversation. You can't really hear what they're saying over the commotion of everybody else enjoying the get together. And right as you're starting to wonder a bit more about what he's saying, you guys see all these floating pots and bowls and pans start coming out and start setting themselves up on the table. And all the men start getting riled up and like, yeah, here's the food, yeah. A couple of them are getting real real happy and a little energetic.
Yeah.
One guy's so happy he stands up with his beer in his hand and almost falls over and spills his beer on everybody. Manages to catch himself right at the last second. And he's like, "Whoa, hold on, I need another drink," and starts tilting his cup back and sits back down.
Well, at least he saved the beer.
Now,
That's the important thing.
not a single drop was spilled.
Excellent. We don't have to cast him off the boat now.
So Soggy comes out and he gives his quick little speech about loyalty and friendship and new compatriots and so on and so forth. A lot of other heartfelt gestures. And one of the guys starts getting a little tear in his eye as he starts thinking back and reminiscing about a couple of lost crew members that they've had in the past. He says, good old Noodle. Haven't had a backup cook as good as Noodle since he left. I know he's somewhere else, far better than he is now. Like, you dunce, Noodle's sleeping. You just haven't woken him up yet. Go get his ass already. He's like, oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
And he starts running off back towards the bunks. And shortly after,
And here I was just about to console with him, seeing as how we've lost some people as of late.
Well, so he brings up this tall, slender gentleman, and rubbing his eye, short haircut, and kind of looking around at everybody. He goes, "What's all the commotion for?" He's like, "I've been cooking and all day, and I'm just taking my nap, and you know how it is. I gotta be up to cook breakfast." He's like, "Ah, yes, but we have newcomers. Come on, come sit down and eat with us." He's like, "Newcomers? Oh, okay, I can handle some newcomers." He comes, sits down next to you. So here you got Sagi, the main cook, who's kind of shorter, fatter gentleman, beard, kind of greasy looking, but all the same,
Definitely cook.
rather
energy.
fine gentleman. Yeah. In fact, now that I think of it, this is the duo from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
It's
Wait, who?
who?
The fat guy and the tall, skinny guy from
Oh
Pirates of
my
the Caribbean.
gosh, no!
You mean the dude that
Like,
has the
if I
one,
could give you
one eye?
cleaner, just cleaner looking, less fucked up, not missing an eyeball, and the other guy is
Oh.
not as grotesque.
my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
I love those two. Those
It's
two are
not the
great.
closest description
Yeah.
if I'm going to give a visual. That's
Oh
that's
my
who I think
gosh.
would fit the
That's
bill.
great.
Short,
Those are-
fat guy, tall, skinny guy.
Isn't that basically
These are your
that's like an
cooks.
antagonist thing that they've used in a lot of movies?
Yeah,
Those are the two
yeah, in a way, but
dumbasses
they
that wrap
were-
themselves around the
Yeah,
the thinking that they were going to stay on top of it. And they,
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I
Anyways,
didn't mean
so
to.
they're all sitting down eating. No, you're good. It's witty banter. I love it.
Yeah.
So they're all sitting down to eat, and while they're eating and enjoying themselves, everybody's calling out cheers and hooray. And one of them gets up and pulls out a lute from behind one of the barrels, and he starts strumming a couple of strings on his lute there, and he starts humming a very beautiful song. And as it goes on, the others start quieting down, and they all start finding their moments. Some of them come in lower, while others come in higher, and they start singing a hymn and a song of sorts, some kind of old sea shanty, if you will. I'm not giving you lyrics, and I'm not doing it, but you guys are in the middle of it right now.
Gotcha.
And while this is happening, one individual you haven't seen yet, he comes down, and everybody just stops real quick, like, and they all kind of bow their head and say, "Lieutenant?" And he goes, "I heard we had some newcomers aboard the ship. I just came to see them for myself. Gentleman's human, brawny, not very tall, but not really short either. Long black hair, very chiseled jaw. This is like Stone Cold, not Stone Cold, Sylvester Stallone, back in his younger years, if you will.
Okay.
Very,
Okay.
just very beefy, very big, long black hair. Looks like he belongs in an old 80s romance novel.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
Uh,
Before you even said that, that was the visualization. I was
Is
thinking
it
of just
bad
some
that I
like
did
yeah.
too.
the smut cover.
Oh,
basically.
why you gotta do that to me?
That's what it is. That's
But-
essentially what it is.
He-
Except they didn't have black hair.
he
They
has
were
a
mostly
very-
blonde.
And has these very piercing green eyes. Like when he looks at you, it's like almost like he sees everything about you. You don't even have to open your eyes or open your mouth. Yeah, your eyes. Oh yeah. Oh my God, we're actually listening to Pirates of the Caribbean right now. That's
I
fucking
know.
hilarious.
I know, that's the funny part.
That's not what's playing on. Is that
Well,
what's playing overall?
It's what because he's listening with me.
Oh, I am listening. I was gonna say I'm listening
I
with you.
just
No, you're not actually. You just started playing the playlist.
Oh, I thought I was listening along with you.
Nope. Tango is though. And it's Parts of the Caribbean.
I'm gonna need to change that.
I needed to
then.
pick a playlist so I didn't have to worry about the music. So
I picked Pirates of the Caribbean. I
put
picked
down, so
a
you go.
Pirates instrumental playlist because of the fact that we're on a ship. It makes sense.
Well, as he's the second in command, the lieutenant, as he's kind of walking and peering around at everybody, he catches the eyes on you, Thala, and kind of looks you up and down and looks directly into your eyes. Like you can almost feel him, almost like he's scratching away at your mind little by little. Like you can almost feel his fingers in there trying to search.
If you wish to ask me something, please just say it instead of trying to peer into my mind, please.
he kind of raises an eyebrow and looks at you, and he goes, "I dare say, ma'am, I'm merely just observing those in front of me. I do not know of what you speak."
I can feel you trying to find something in the back of my mind. It feels
I
like
do
you're
not know what you speak. I'm merely. He's rolling a 19 on deception.
Oh.
We'll give him a +5 to it.
Oh.
Instead of a +7, he's getting a +5. So you want to see if he's lying to you. You gotta beat that,
Okay.
and that's gonna be insight.
Insight. Okay. Give me 1 second. So. Trying to find it. Insight. So that's. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Come on. Do not let me down, please. Are you fucking kidding me?
It let you down, didn't
It did. I rolled a
Yeah.
3, so, and then +4. That's.
What about your
Hang
add-on
on.
for-
That
yeah.
because I only rolled a 3, but I have a +4 insight,
So
that
so that's
puts me
7.
7, and then +5. So yeah, I
Well,
failed.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
couldn't you roll just a little bit higher?
I have an ad that's gonna go
Oh.
in about a minute. It's only 30 seconds long, just to FYI. So
Okay.
So okay.
Oh.
oh my.
So
What are you
I
laughing about?
freaking
I would-
Jonah rolled a nat 20 as well on his stupid check, so he gets +5 on his. So
Oh,
me and Jonan
God.
both rolled nat 20s. High five,
I'm
Jonan.
guessing I'm over there with everyone else now that the food's being served.
Yeah. Sounds
Correct.
like it.
Do I?
Tango.
Never mind.
Tango?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. I sneezed.
Oh.
Oh,
I fucking muted before I sneezed. I forgot.
you
to
kept
unmute.
you kept that out of the experience. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Cal
you,
didn't cover
you
his
kinda
mouth
left
when
the
he
kitchen.
sneezed, so
Yeah, so I'm just saying you kind of left the kitchen once you realized that you're really no help. Everything was magically taken care of.
Okay, that's what I figured. What? So was I there for the interaction between, or at least nearby where I heard the interaction between Thala and the other person?
The lieutenant?
Yeah, you're all sitting at the table. I mean, everybody's there to witness it happen.
Okay.
But because she was
can I
the
do
only
it?
person to get the feeling in her head, I mean, I'm only letting her roll on that one just because if I let everybody do it, eventually somebody's going to score right on it. And just be like, nope, bullshit in front of everybody.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
I'm
roll.
not, I wouldn't even if I rolled a nat 20 right now, it would still
I
fuck
was
me
just
up.
gonna
Yeah.
I was going to ask if I just feel that he was giving out bullshit as a passive.
Sensing the vibes.
I mean, yeah, you can. What was your passive insight?
27.
Yeah, you kind of smell a little bit of bullshit, but like only like ever so slightest hints. Like he's good, he's really good, but there's something he's not quite letting out. But you know it's there. You're just not entirely sure what it is.
Well,
You're not like picking up exactly what it is that he's doing. But
my passive
I will say this
insight is
much.
plus 11. So
I would say my passive insight is 14. So, I
Mine's
mean.
So the passive insight isn't the passive insight isn't a plus. It is a roll
Yeah.
that an automatic 10. You're basically taking an automatic 10 with your
oh, never mind. Sorry.
your
21.
insight.
Passive insight is 21.
21. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, but yeah, so I failed my insight, so I couldn't tell that he was had deception.
Bullshit.
You weren't sure if it was him or you that you were feeling. All right, that's basically what I'm getting at. It's like you weren't sure what it was. What you felt could have even been in reaction to seeing him. You don't know. But like I said, anyways, he walks forward, and from behind him becomes the gentleman that you all arrived with, the very roguish individual that you all ran into, the human Very
Yeah.
fiendish, or very handsome rogue, if you will. Medium length hair, keeps it nice curled back. Dirty blonde, blue eyes, chiseled jaw. He goes by the name as he sits down with y'all and introduces himself. My name is Bastion. Bastion
Oh
Vandermeyer.
God.
Bastion what?
Vandermeyer.
Vandemeyer.
Oh my God. I feel like I want to have a grog moment here and go, hey, does this guy look familiar to you at all? How about you, Dala? Have you
Okay.
seen this guy anywhere?
Can't.
No, neither one of you guys know. This is the new character. Has nothing to do with any of you.
I know. I was trying to have a grog moment. Give me a break.
Oh. All right. So he sits down. He's
I'm
just like,
confused
well,
and aroused. Sorry.
as much as I would love to explain more about myself, he turns his attention towards Travasi. And he goes, Princess, you have returned. Why? Why
don't
now?
know.
After all these years, would you suddenly come back to your home? What, you thought you were going to just save us?
Let me change it.
He's talking to you.
Hold on, give me a second. I didn't realize.
I got you.
Brother was
I got you.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. My bad. Didn't realize there was a thing happening.
You expected me to save you? I couldn't
Not after
do
all these
anything.
years, seeing you show up. I had half a mind to let them have their way with you after the way you abandoned us.
Okay.
You gave your
Listen
people no
here.
hope.
Just because I left did not mean I meant to abandon you. Do not start with me on how and what happened. Let's not start this. Not now.
No, you're right. If anything, you did nothing wrong, but you could have done at least us all a favor. You could have at least slit your father's throat in his sleep before you left. And then he begins to start eating, and all the nearby sailors or crew members sitting next to you guys have all gotten very quiet. One of them busts out a pipe, starts sparking it up and taking a few puffs as he kind of leans back, and he's got a mug in one hand and the pipe in the other. He's kind of watching the both of you have your little interaction, and he starts nudging the guy next to him, which happens to be Tootie. And he goes, hey, I wonder, if she threw hands, you think he could stop her? I don't know about that one. My money's on her. Hey, lad, you best leave her alone. I warn you now. I've seen a lot of crazy people in my time. That's the look of crazy. You don't want that crazy.
You know what?
Okay, then.
I would take into account what this man is saying over here. Or you best believe I will take the tongue out of your fucking mouth and pin it to the wall.
Oh. I'm gonna just lean over and be like, you might want to listen to her on that one.
He just continues scooping food into his mouth, looking down and away from you entirely, just eating.
Leave me alone for right now. I'm not in the mood.
Talking to him?
Yes, him.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that me? I don't know.
Him, not you.
not any of us. That guy. The dude that was scraped off of a smut cover book.
Anyways, as you have been continued eating and drinking, eventually the tune of the song has changed away from more shanties and more to something a little bit more upbeat. It's a very dirty song, a very raunchy song about a very large-breasted maiden out on the sea somewhere that they've used to know once upon a time. Yeah, it gets a little chaotic from there, but at one point, while they're all enjoying some of the little festivities, you see Karn slowly start slinking off back to the stairs going up to the deck. You notice the captain is yet to show up. he figured he probably might need help with the other passengers. Who knows? And starts going back up to the deck to do his thing. And shortly thereafterwards, you see two more crew members you guys have yet to meet come up. And they're like, well, I hope you left some for the rest of us. Here we are keeping the ship in the air, and all of y'all can do is just sit around and eat and be lazy all day. You know, if it wasn't for us, this ship would crash and kill all of us. These are the engineers keeping the ship going. If they make that clear enough.
Okay.
And they look at the new group, and they're like, and who's this slot? And he looks down at you, Atticus. One greasy individual, looks like he'd been working hard all day, kind of looking down at you while you're sitting down, which is almost eye level with him while you're sitting down, mind you, but still just a little bit lower. And he's like, you know, as head engineer, most people don't argue with me when I say that you're in my spot, for that is Ludo's spot. I'm Ludo. You're in my spot.
Well, my ass is presently occupying this spot, so technically it is my spot.
Oh, I don't know about that. You know, see, you know, we have certain rules aboard this ship, and then Soggy chimes in. He's like, well, he's not from this ship, and he's been given quarter by the captain himself, so he doesn't know your rules. Find somewhere else to sit for the next couple of days until we land where we need to. He kind of looks over at you with a little bit of disgust in his mouth. He's just like, fine.
May I? I was gonna say if I had to further emphasize, I would do so.
He's like, fine. He grabs himself a bowl and starts scooping food up onto it. The guy next to him, he's a little bit nicer. He's like, well, pardon my master here, but I'm Raph. I'm learning from him right now, and he's been a very big help to me lately. So I show him the utmost respect. He is quite masterful in his work. These magic engines of his are like something I've never seen before. If you ever want a tour, by all means, come on down. I'd love to show you around. Ludo kind of looks up at me. He goes, yeah.
Okay.
He's like, Ludo, I don't remember ever giving you the authority to invite anyone down into my engine bay. If I catch any of you getting in my way while I'm working, there will be problems, and trust me, the captain will find out about it. He kind of humps and carries his food off away. And Raph's like, well, I best leave too. And he grabs himself a plate of food and goes on back down there.
Uta.
So, y'all are still enjoying the food and the drink, or does anybody else want to get up and go explore?
I go back to my
I want to
bunker
know
'cause
more.
I need some time to myself at that point.
You do what now?
I'm going back
Sorry,
to my
we spoke
bunker
at the same time.
because I need to like just be by myself at that point with everything that's happened.
Okay.
I decide to go back on deck to go to basically like the front of the ship to like look out at the sky.
Okay. Anybody else go on the deck?
Sure, I'll go up on the deck, but I want to get a better sense of the ship itself, not so much to observe the very beautiful sky as it is, but I would like to get a better feel for the ship. Perhaps find this Raph individual that we just had an interaction
So
with.
you're going to the engines. Tala's going to the deck. Travassi's going to her bunk. Tal?
I think I'll quietly and very inconspicuously follow Atticus.
Well,
Okay.
I may not be sneaking down there. I'm going directly as to. I'm not trying to
No,
cause
he's-
problems, but at the same time, I'm going there with the intent to set some things straight. So.
Okay. All right. Well, now, I guess we'll say Solara and Ora are on the deck, enjoying some fresh air, and Asmodial is doing the same.
Sounds good.
But as y'all are going back towards the engine bay, so Atticus and Tal, we'll start with you. As y'all are going down, following them, you do come across the requisitions office, and you see Boomy. Looks like he's going through manifest, checking everything, making sure that all the inventory's there. He's like, it's the newcomers. Yes. Hey, come here real quick. I got something for you. And he reaches behind the counter and he pulls up a couple of bags and he goes, each one of these bags has got a few of our very own, very special medallions. Pins, really. You can stick them on your clothes. Use this as a clip for your cloak. I mean, if you want to wear it around your neck, you can. You want to use it to stab your enemy in the eye, you can, but it's got their crest. Pretty much. It's just a crest. And it works in, like he said, multiple different ways. He's like, but as long as you all wear one of these, you're free to roam around the ship, do the captain's say so, as well as you also have access to our requisitions if so need arises. I understand that danger is afoot. We best not be ill-prepared.
Of course not.
And he slides them over to you.
Well, thank you very much. What was this character's name again?
Boomy.
This is Boomy.
Well, thank you very much, Boomy. As I just like pin it like on my on a part of my cloak that I have on me. Thank you. I shall hold that close and I appreciate it.
Each of the bags has got a couple in it each, so you guys can pass them around when the time comes.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, carry on. He's like, I got other things I need to tend to. We'll see you around. And he goes back to scribbling around on his notepad. And as y'all continue down, you do come across the entrance to the engine bay, or just the maintenance room, really, if you want to call it that. But you walk into quite the sight. I mean, this is something that you do not see widely through the world. This is a magically powered engine.
Okay, so we're just
moving parts and cogs and what?
We're just walking straight in there, not even.
It's not like you need a clearance card or get past a guard.
Fair enough. I just
ship together.
Well, I guess my reason for going down there was to not I didn't want to further ruffle feathers with asshole that was claiming that spot I was sitting in was his. So my intent was not to impose, but at the same time.
He's already made it clear he doesn't want anybody in his way, but the other guys invited you to come all the same.
Okay.
You went. What are you hoping to accomplish? What is your goal here?
That more or less sets things. Our position there was not to cause problems, but to be of help while we were on board. Not so much apologize, because I don't feel like I was in the wrong, but at the same time, I don't want him to be threatened by us. I want him to realize that we're not there in a forceful capacity, but we're here to assist while we're being helped, being on board the ship. Does that sound about right, y'all?
Yeah. Okay.
So we got off on the wrong foot, kind of thing. I wish to introduce myself and let them know that.
Okay, so you walk in and you just kind of throw up your hands and be like, "Look, my name is Atticus Bloodbane.
Yeah.
Forgive my transgressions, but it was not my goal to upset you. Wish to offer any aid."
I'm not going in there armed. I'm not going in there with the intent to cause a problem. I just want to bygones be bygones, set things straight kind of matter. So.
He kind of looks you up and down as you walk in, like almost in awe that you had the balls to walk in there. And he's just looking at you. He's sitting down eating. You got a roll in one hand and a spoon in the other. Just like, I really didn't think you were dumb enough to come down here. Go figures. Goody little two shoes clerics like you can't get enough of being the nice one, the generous one. Come off it. I don't care. You want to look around with Raph? Fine, you go look around with him, but just leave me out of it. I've been working all day. I want to eat, and then I want to sleep after I've had plenty of ale. So if you don't mind, please. He kind of gives you the gesture of go the fuck away.
Yeah.
And you
Get
see
the
Raph
fuck out of
kind
my face.
tinkering off with one of the machines off. He's tinkering with one of the machines off on the side. He kind of looks over at you as you're walking over, and he's like, "Don't mind him too much. He's nicer than he seems. He was like that to me when I first got here, but luckily you only have to put up with him for a couple of days, and only if you want to because you want to be down here. But rightly so. Unless you're a very powerful magic user or have some idea of how machines work. It took many years of studying. This man here studied the work of dwarves' automatons to make something like this come to life. Yeah, it's a work of beauty, it is. And believe it or not, there are only 12 other ships like this in the world currently, and this is the largest, fastest, strongest one of them all. And he built every one of them. Go figure, huh? It's a real master over there. So, might be an asshole. Don't tell him I said that. But he does deserve people's respect. He starts showing you around the engine bay. Kind of pointing some things out, pointing out how things work and move, going over magical stuff with you. Was there anything in particular you wanted to do?
I guess I was more or less set back by the fact that he just makes the assumptions of the fact that I'm a cleric, that I'm immediately some goody two-shoes, like, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm just gonna sigh and not doing it. I'm not letting the rage take over, because the rage wants me to just pin his ass to the floor with my sword and cut him in half, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Well, Tal, are you just observing in secret the whole time?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're telling me I don't even know you're fucking behind me?
Correct. Oh, hold on.
You could try to roll and see it. You could try to roll perception and see if you can find it.
Why would you not let me know? Why would you not just let me know that you're there? Like,
because that's my character.
But I'm rolling a perception to see if I know he's behind me.
If you want, you can. You don't have to.
You gotta roll. You gotta meet or beat his roll.
5. Well, technically, with the plus on it, it negates by my nat 1 roll earlier. So I have to do what now?
You have to roll a d20 for perception.
I got that much, but
he gets to roll his d20 for sneak.
Gotcha.
If your number meets or beats his, then you know he's there. If it doesn't, you have no idea he's there, unless he wants you.
Okay. I'm going for it. Let's see what happens.
Oh no, I don't like that look.
What did you roll?
I just sent it to Tango, so he can.
You can tell him.
You can tell him.
35.
Oh God.
I don't fucking know he's there.
I was like, I honestly feel like when it comes to Tal, it's really hard to find out where he's at because of the fact that he's.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Because I rolled a fucking 9.
Sorry, I forgot to add in the +5.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I rolled a fucking 9.
Oh no! So and then -5.
No, I had a +5.
Oh, you had a +5 and then a -5, so it gave you 9.
It negated it, yeah.
Oh.
Now,
As soon as he began saying 30, I was like, oh fuck. I was like, yeah, no, the only way I was gonna get out of that is if he would have rolled a fucking
like
if he
a nat 1.
3. Yeah, if he would have rolled a 3, maybe.
That would be a 24. No, without the +5.
For a nat 1?
No, for a 3. For a nat 1, it's 22.
Oh well, excuse me.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What is your
you
base
forgot to breathe.
stealth?
21.
Oh.
Expertise in it, and you also gave me the robes.
Oh my god, you did.
That's right.
I wait a second. Is there something I can do to detect him further, if possible?
If you had to detect life, you could. I don't know if that's something you can have, but if you had something like detect life, yeah, you could. But anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Honestly, we're arguing semantics at this point,
Yeah.
trying to figure out if he's there or not. Nothing else is happening except him being really weird, hiding in the shadows. Like he could be watching you pee at this point, and nobody would be able to
Yeah.
It could be like a freaking Grog Scanlon moment.
Oh,
That's what it's starting
watching
to
you from
sound
the
like.
darkness
To be
while he
honest.
nibbles on his crowns.
Nom 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 nom.
All right. Well, you are on the way out, and
Hey,
what was his name?
JBZ.
Ludo. He calls out to you. He's like, "Hey, Orc, before you leave." As you turn around, he tosses you a mechanism. He goes, "Make it work."
I'm sorry. Make this work? What the fuck is this?
I can sense that touch of magic running through your veins. There's something in there. There's something pretty big in there.
Well, I have detect magic. That's
Make it
about
work.
all I can.
You have magical abilities. You have magic spells. You have all kinds of shit. But
Yeah,
his
I have a
talent is trying
detect
to tell
magic.
you yeah, but you can use your magical abilities to kind of make the mechanism move. Is what he's trying to get at.
Oh.
So you can just roll a flat d20 for me.
All right. I need a different D20 die. 'Cause that one's definitely fucking killing me today. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going coffee.
Coffee bean.
Yep.
I've got the coffee bean out.
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully.
Oh, you both got one?
Yep, we both got a coffee bean.
13.
It's almost like those times where you see somebody grab a light bulb and see it kick on automatically.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You put it in your hand for a second, and then suddenly it kicks on, and you see this little pump and lever and wheel on the inside of this mechanism begin moving around in sequency. And he just kind of perks up a little bit and goes, okay. He walks up and he takes it from your hand. He goes, maybe you can be of use. Kind of chuckles a little bit as he starts walking back to his workbench with it. He's done with you. Now, end of that turn. So we're going to go to the deck. We're going to the deck. It's a big deck. It's a big wide deck. It's a big deck.
While you're doing that, I'm going to step away so I can go get my medicine, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. So, on the deck, you see there's still some of the other royal envoys scattered around the deck, talking amongst themselves, sitting in chairs. A couple are sitting up against the edge of the railing. And of course, as is expected, Korba, the old man, is still passed out on the ground with a couple of the other people next to him. A couple of the other royal envoys as well. Looks like one of them willingly partook, and they're just having the time of their lives over there. You look at the helm, and you see the captain. Which, did I ever give you guys the captain's name?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right.
Okay.
So
back.
you see the captain with his second in command sitting up at the helm, discussing with themselves. And then, of course, you see some people spread around. Like I said, and you see the old man. We'll say Solara is sitting off near one of the railings with Aura, and she's taking in the wind, blowing in, letting her head kind of hang over like a dog's head hanging out the window, just taking in the breeze.
Nice.
But you notice these the sails on the ship have kind of like a glinting glow to them, and it's getting dark outside, so you notice their light even more. Almost as if that they're being charged by the power of the sun.
Okay.
Magically.
I would say kind of a Treasure Planet moment.
Yeah. Yeah, actually that's actually a good comparison. I didn't think about that. But yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good one. Good job.
Your
Yay!
nat
Yeah.
your nat 20 is showing.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Your nat 20 is showing.
I
gotta say, Allie, I was thinking the exact same thing when you said it. I'm like, the solar cell?
Hey!
Yeah, pretty much
Oh, like
the
solar cells?
power source. It's solar powered, basically. Yeah.
Well, that's what they call them in the. They called them in the Treasure Planet was solar cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's totally the thing. It's an idea that we're actually trying to implement in real life. So
Yep.
that is not far fetched. That's actually some real cool shit.
It's science
But,
fiction
this is like
that
the
will be science
magical
fact
of-
someday. So.
Yeah, this is just the magical equivalent of a solar sail,
Yeah.
if you will.
Okay.
Right on.
But they do help catch the wind and help guide them. And you do notice that on the sides of the ship, you do see these big blue flames bursting out of these tubes on the sides, launching you into the air as well. But not quite fire, not quite anything else. It's just this big, bright, beamy light that just kind of dissipates after a few moments. But you probably don't want to be standing in front of it. You know, I'm just saying, it's probably not a good idea. Almost like they're like an anti-gravity field, and to be caught in the middle of that would probably be something that like launches you like a rail cannon. So
Okay.
just- you probably don't want to get caught in one of those.
Yeah, no. Probably not.
You do see that the second in command and the captain start getting into a relatively heated argument. You can hear their voices start getting raised a little bit. Still a little hard to hear them over the sound of the wind and other people talking around you. But after some time, Karn gets quite angry and storms off and goes below deck.
Which one is that? You said Karn?
Karn is the second in command.
Okay.
Lieutenant Karn.
Okay. Lieutenant Karn.
Not totally sure on that one, by the way, Maurice. That's definitely something one of them would have to answer. Something about a spell called Darkened Sight.
What? For what?
I don't know. I
don't know.
Maurice kind of George Lucas that inquiry because I'm like, the fuck, what, huh? Okay, by all means, explain.
Let me explain, he says.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me explain. I'm like,
We're all
by all
captivated,
means.
sir. We're captivated.
Yes.
You better not, blue ball us here, dude. You better deliver.
By the way, before the explanation is sent in, if anyone's inquiring about the George Lucas scenario, basically starting a story in the middle and with no previous context, that's what I refer to as George Lucas.
And there I was naked with a random raccoon sitting next to me. It was crazy.
So Darkened Sight is like it's like sunglasses, but for the eyes cast by a spell. It allows you to look into bright lights without being blinded.
Oh.
Kind of wish that was
okay.
something that we could have now for real, without sunglasses.
Yeah, right. Just magic. Why can't we just have magic, man?
No shit.
Why can't we have magic?
Like I would absolutely love to just go from like this to this without.
Going from
I
having
have
his
no idea
normal
what you're
glasses to
doing.
his sunglasses and without having to
Having
change
to-
glasses.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well,
right
there's
now
a
I kind of look like I might as well
polarizing-
be Stevie Wonder, just kind of
Oh God.
that. Not to make fun of
Okay.
anyone who is blind. That's a horrible
Okay,
thing. Sorry.
you're gonna be Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna be George Bush.
All you need
I
for that
won't.
is transition glasses.
I'll say I
Yeah,
have them.
she has those.
I have those too.
But okay, continue, Tango.
Yes, continue.
All right. Well, sorry. this is really up for those of you who want above deck. So Asmodeel's up there as well. He's chilling out. He decides to go bug the old man for a minute and be like, hey, you got any of that left? Let me get some. And takes a spot down on the deck with him and starts sparking up. And of course, he goes right off into that mix, having a good old time.
I decided to go to the front of the ship, the very front of it, and just kind of take in the fresh air and just try to just like take in everything that's happened.
Well, there is one particular individual. It's another elven woman sitting at the head of it. But she's a drow actually. She's not even a regular elf. She's a drow.
Mm-hmm.
And she's there chilling, looking into the soon-to-be completely night sky as the sun's going down below the horizon. And she just kind of leans over and looks at you and goes, "It's beautiful, isn't it?"
That it is.
You know, when they told me I was going to be on a ship going to Azimus, I never would have guessed that it was going to be like this. And I didn't have to pay to be on the ship. That's the best part about it. Some other fella is putting all this together for us. It's hard to believe it, but I wish to speak to us in regards to some treaty nonsense and other political bullshit that I also don't want to be a part of, but seeing as I'm the only emissary of my kingdom, it's a small kingdom, but I must go and be a part of it all the same. Why are you here?
Just trying to put some distance between the current place that we were at to where we're going.
She gets a little concerned look on her face for a second. She goes, "Oh, your lot wasn't invited?"
No.
"Oh, you best pardon me. I'll be on my way." And she kind of just starts slowly walking away from you, and then slowly starts picking her pace up a little bit more. Like, "I just realized I'm talking to a peasant." Kind of look about her. Like, but you kind of there alone at the stern of the ship. What do you do? Continue sitting, meandering about, or staring off into the distance?
Just continue to stare off into the distance, just trying to especially try to understand everything that's happened, especially with seeing a darker version of myself manifest in front of me.
So you're trying to speak to your darkness?
No, just trying to process it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh,
no.
Scared. So then plus 15.
Just a straight d20 plus you get your 5 to every roll,
Exactly,
right?
15. I rolled a 10.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I keep forgetting to push the button, but whatever. It's fine.
Button.
So you have kind of looked inside you and seen your dark self. And completely out of control version of yourself. Wild. Evil. And you get this imagery of you in a forest. A dead forest. Seems like all the life around you had been sapped away. And you got this dark feeling that it's because of you. And you are eventually going to become this thing that eventually is a bane to the existence of all of life. Almost as if that if you continue down this path for too long, that eventually this thing inside you is like an egg and will hatch and take over your body and soul. And you start hearing that hiss again.
I'm a genius.
Hissing the words, "Let me out.
Oh, damn.
You know the terms.
Only for a second.
You know the terms. Is all I say.
And then the hissing kind of gets loud and slowly dissipates and fades away. And then suddenly you feel upon your arm very painful, jagged thing dragging across your skin. You roll up your sleeve to see a new scratch edging its way up your arm. Slightly deeper this time. It actually begins to start bleeding a little bit. You can, of course, heal yourself up, but all the same, you're watching it happen right in front of you.
You causing me pain will not get you anywhere.
You hear nothing. It's not responding to you now. But so you know that she can harm you if she so chooses. Much, at least, not from what you can tell. But all the same, it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who else was up on the main deck?
It was just me,
Solara,
Solara, and
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. Travasi stayed in the bunk.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was saving you for last here. Now, as we mosey on over to Travasi down in the bunk, are you laying down? Are you just sitting, or are you just kind of leaning up against it?
I'm holding my knees up to my chest, trying to like process everything that's happened. Almost on the verge of crying. But I know crying will probably not do anything to subside what's happened, if at all, emotion-wise. So at that point, I'm just sitting on my bed, trying to contain every emotion I have at that moment without lashing out.
You hear a voice kind of chime in. Oh, I've seen that look before. I've seen that look many times. I've even seen it upon my own face before. But in time, you may realize that things could always be worse. More importantly, don't forget to live in the now. You look like you've lost quite a bit in your time, and I'm sure you've done quite a bit in your time. Probably a lot of things that you regret, things you're not proud of. But you know what? Tomorrow is always going to be a new day. As I like to say, our past, it makes us who we are. But every day we choose what our past will become. You look over and you see Silence leaned up in his bed, got a book in front of him, flipping the pages. Not even looking at you. He's not even looking at you. So you're kind of curious to how he has his back to you, reading a book, and still knows what you look like over there.
How? You're not even looking at me. Why do
Oh,
you
I don't
know
have
that?
to. Nope, I don't even have to look at you. I can feel that kind of depression. No, that's not the word for it. There's a word for it, but I don't have it. I'm sure you do. But eventually, one of these days, you're going to find yourself in a very different life, far, far away from everything you see and feel here.
I wish that were true.
And you know what sinks ships? Is when you let the water in the ship. The whole point is to keep the water out of the ship. You know, a ship like this, sure, it could probably float on the water if it crashed into the sea, but ultimately it'd be up to all of us to make sure that we didn't let the water in. Because if we didn't work together and keep the water out, well, we would all very surely die. The ship would sink into the sea. So it
At that
requires
point,
every one
I
of us
just
to do
kind
our
of,
part.
like, at that point, I just kind of get up slowly, try to shrug it off, and walk away, and I go up to the upper deck.
Not
I
taking the
say-
old wise man's bullshit.
No, but I say thank you for trying to help. I appreciate it.
I know I'm not
Alright,
supposed to
so-
be privy to this, but at the same time, I'm like, I thought we were in the air.
You are. So you're saying if the ship ever crashed into the ocean, yeah, it would probably float, but it'd
Yeah.
still be up to everybody to make sure it stayed that way.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I head up
Now-
to the upper deck. So
So you rejoin everybody up there. You see Thala sitting at the front of the ship by herself, looking off into the nothing lands. You see Asmodeal is getting high as fuck with Korba.
Of
Got
course he
Solara
is.
and Orda are just hanging out, enjoying the evening. It's definitely getting late. Like it
Well-
might be time for everybody to start thinking about sleep. Some of the crew have even slinked off to the bunks.
well, if that's the case, then I head up towards the
Well,
front. where
Captain's still at the helm. You still got a few of the royals up
Alright.
there on the deck as well. Mm-hmm.
Well, then I
So,
try
I
to
mean,
take
it's really
in
up
the
to you
sky.
on what you want to do from there.
I try to
You want
enjoy
to go
the
take
time
the
I
sides?
have. Yeah. At least try
Okay.
to.
Well, there you have it. That's going to be the end of the night for you guys, since it seems like everybody's pretty much done with exploration and talking.
Mm-hmm.
But as you all are slowly making your ways to your beds, you see the captain walk over to Asmodeal and Korba, looking him on the ground, passed out. Looks at Asmodeal like he's about to pick him up, and then he just kind of like throws his hand back down. He's like, "Yeah, never mind."
Never mind.
Scoops up, or leans down, scoops up his dad with one arm and kind of drapes him across his shoulder. And he's like, "All right, old man, let's go get you to bed." And starts carrying him down below decks towards the bunks.
Okay,
And, as
since
y'all
I
are-
was say since I was up on deck with him, can I try and drag his ass to bed?
Who has
Good
Asmodeal?
luck.
I would say yes.
Am I within earshot of her?
I mean, you can say at some point you wandered back up to the top.
Okay, I'll assist because I imagine it's gonna take more than one smaller elf to drag Asmodeal's ass to the bed, especially whenever he's high as fuck and
He's just a tiefling. It's not like he's like a dwarf or Goliath or Dragonborn. You feel me?
but he's also high
I'm sure
as
it's
fuck
bad.
too. Like it's
Yeah.
True. In fact, you know what? Just for giggles. Okay, you got lucky.
what was
If it was a
what
really
was
bad
the just
roll, if it would have been a really bad roll, it means you guys would have triggered a really bad trip.
Oh.
oh thank goodness for that. Well, I'm within earshot. She calls for me to help. So Thala,
Yes, let's try to get him back to bed as quickly as possible.
I figured I would hear you go, Atticus. Could you give me a hand with this, please?
You just grab him by the legs and lift him up. Carry
throw
back on deck.
throw him over my shoulder like a continental soldier. Just
Oh my god.
As
yep,
Travasa
I'm a
does, because
genius.
you
Just-
left first.
yeah.
Before they come along, you had gone ahead, and while you're going down the stairs and back into the bunk area, as you come out of the stairs and turn to your aisle, you walk right into Bastion. And he kind of stops for a second, looks at you, and really looks at you, and you can almost see his face blush a little bit as he looks down and tries to avert away from you.
From
Wait,
who?
who are you talking to?
To Travasi.
Oh.
Oh.
Bounce chicka bow wow. Or is what it should be is brown
After you
chicken,
pass-
brown cow.
After he passes you,
you
he turns
good?
around and kind of mumbles as he passes you, and he's just like, I'm sorry for my outburst earlier." And he keeps walking down to the far end where his bunk's at. And
I don't let him walk
climbs into his
away. I
bunk.
walk up to him and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
it was wrong of me to address you in such a way. It's just you've been gone a long time, and you have no idea what all of us have lost. But nobody there stands up against your father. You know what he's capable of. You saw the state of the city. It's worse now than it ever was before. And especially since that elf came to town. Ever since that elf started coming around, things have only been getting worse.
I understand. But with all this squabbling, all of what has happened, we can't blame each other for what has happened. So next time, please just be mindful of that.
I do apologize, but I couldn't help overhearing. You said an elf had shown up?
Yeah, he did say that actually.
Yeah, an elf. Your father works for him. I mean, there's
Wait,
no other way to put it. Sure, he's still in charge of Avernus, but he answers to the elf.
Dala?
I think he's more scared of the elf than he is anything.
Can you
And I
be a
didn't
little bit
think he
more
could be
descriptive
scared of anything.
of this elf that you're talking about?
Yeah.
He was very ominous, very intimidating to look upon. His eyes were blue, almost as if he had lightning shooting from them. And he wore very, very heavy armor, very intricate design of which I've never seen before. But he has been through our city many times over the years. And it seems like every time he comes by, our city sinks lower and lower into the decrepit state that it is now.
Great. Just one more thing that has been thrown at us that man has not. I do not understand why he has to do this.
Dala, what are you meaning?
As I
She's
told
talking
you,
about
this
her
is my
father.
father. My father is working with your father, and your father is terrified of mine.
Oh my god.
So it all fucking connects with each other, and I am absolutely just. I don't know how this is all going to play out, and it's frustrating me, and it's making me so very angry at this man that I have never met once in my life, and actually got to have a actual fucking father from him, and now he's causing all this mayhem to the world, and I feel like people are going to stop blaming me because of just the blood connection that we have.
I love it when the polygon plays together. Great.
I have to admit, momentarily, as soon as I heard that he was in fact your blood relation, there was a fragment of it. I was extremely upset, but I knew that was not who you were because
That's
of
not who you are.
but who we've gotten to know you. Other people don't know you, and because they get to when they do know who you are, and know who he is or was, they will not make that connection because you are part of us. So if they blame you, you've got us at your back. That much I can guarantee you.
And if anybody knows what not having a father is like, trust me,
Well,
I understand.
I do too. Unfortunately.
Well, after y'all have made this little conversation, everybody decides to kind of disperse and go back to their beds. And understand we'll talk more about this in the morning because we're going to take a quick break right after this.
Okay.
But you guys disperse, go back to your beds. Travasi, as you're going back to your bed, you notice that Silent's bed is occupied by somebody else now. One of the other guys. In fact, you see Ludo is taking place in his bunk.
Oh,
And as
that
you
fucking
pull
guy.
back your blanket, as you pull back the blanket to climb into your bed, you notice there's a book tucked under your pillow.
Whose book is
So the
this?
same book that Silence had been reading. Do you ask that?
Silence's book.
But do you ask that openly?
Oh, I just said it, like, just thinking out loud.
Excuse me.
Well, one of the other crew members heard you. In fact, Tootie, he's one of your neighboring bunkmates, and he goes, "That's really strange. Where did you find that?"
It's just on my bed. It was underneath the blanket as soon as I pulled it back.
We used to have an old crew member who loved that book, loved it dearly. Could almost never pry it from him. He'd always read it every day. Alas, he did not make it. He died aboard ship one day. There was an attack. Some pirates. It didn't go well. We managed to fight him off, and everybody else made it out okay. But poor Silence, he didn't make it, unfortunately. It's really strange. His books should turn up in such a fine place. All these bunks have been flipped and cleaned multiple times since then. I mean, that was that was years ago.
That is quite odd, since we talked to Silence when we first arrived.
Yes. Also, what sort of book is this, by the way?
Yeah.
You spoke to him? It's a storybook.
Oh.
Yes, we
Yeah,
spoke to
we had
him.
a full-on conversation with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
bald-headed
not
black
possible.
man
He-
reading, kind of snobbish.
He kind of drops a little bit, and you almost see like goosebumps forming on his skin. And he's like, "Yeah, that be him, but it's not possible. He's been dead for many years, and as far as we know, his soul is no more. His body was ultimately decimated entirely upon impact.
Wow.
He was hit by a very, very explosive object, one could say. There was almost nothing left of him."
Well, it doesn't seem like he's completely gone, though.
I was gonna say, sounds like something of him is still around.
Well, it's funny is, he didn't keep many belongings, and we managed to track all of them down and stow them away and send them off to whatever family we could find. But that book always was missing. We could never seem to find it. It's strange. It's just happened into your bed in such a way.
Why would it pick me?
I would
of
keep
all
it if I were
people?
you. He was a really great man. So if I was you, I'd hold on to that.
I guess I pick up the book and set it by my bedside.
Wouldn't
And
happen
then
to be the
everybody
handbook
goes-
for the recently deceased, would it?
I had thought about it being like a
Yeah.
blank book.
Yeah.
As like a way for somebody to start beginning to inscribe y'all's journey, as it were. But no, it's a book, a tale of two young brothers who were lost at sea, struggling to survive. It's kind of a coming of age tale, but in the book, as have the spoilers given to you by Tootie, he manages to explain that it's really sad. One of the brothers had to die at the end, so his other brother could live. It's a really sad ending, but he loved that book quite dearly. Strange, think about it. If it hadn't been for him, I think half of us would have died. Had he not been in the way of that blast, it would have absolutely tore a hole in the side of the ship, and for all we know, we could have all crashed and died, but his body absorbed the vast majority of the impact. Barely even scratched the surface of the boat.
At that point, I'm just trying to keep it together.
Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm not crying.
crying. But I'm just on
Maurice, I think that I think Tango's got an idea where he's going with this one, but those are some good ideas, by the way.
At that point, I'm trying to keep to myself and not let any emotion show.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so everybody goes to bed for the night. We're going to take a quick break because I got to go to the bathroom. I've been holding it. I've been needing to go, but I didn't want to stop. So
Okay.
Take 5, everybody.
Okay.
So we're taking 5.
Yeah, I'm taking a small break. I'm gonna get some water. Be
Th-
back. BRB.
This is DD. This is DD. There's no bathroom breaks.
With that, I'm running. Because my ad was about 2 minutes out. I went ahead and forced it to the
Okay.
forced my 30
I'll actually
second,
be right back.
so.
I'm also gonna go run to the bathroom.
There have been plenty of times that I've gone to the bathroom thinking that I'm gonna be in there for just a little bit, only to stay in there longer because I completely forget what I was in there going there for, and stuck on my phone.
What the fuck? I come back and I see.
Okay.
bathroom
Right as I
employees.
right as I came, right as Allie came back in the room, I had received something that she'd shared to me on TikTok.
Oh. It's Vox Machina related.
Okay, but it was funny because
Oh God, you sent it to me as well.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually really, really pretty.
if I go to the bathroom for a number you and you bring your phone, it's gonna make you be in there too. Exactly. If you go in there for sitting down for any extended period of time, you're gonna be in there just a little bit longer than you planned on being in there. And me personally, I found that sitting down has always been more comfortable for a long time. And I say that from like a medical perspective because the fact is that, well, one, with my height, I'm 6'4", so me sitting down at all is more comfortable. And then obviously, after I'm recovering from my seizures in the past where I'm physically strained, it's easier for me to just sit down rather than trying to stand up and also aim. So,
well, okay.
That's wonderful to come back to, isn't it, Tango?
I've been here.
Okay.
It's just y'all were talking. Every moment.
Everybody stepped away for a bathroom break. I was explaining that it's funny that the moment that Allie returns back to the room, she shares me something on TikTok.
I was literally listening the entire time.
In the past. So I thought it was interesting. Okay, like it's. Well, I always excited.
I've been listening. But...
Yeah.
All right, let's get some bathroom advice.
Related.
Bathroom advice.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so y'all wake up the next morning and you got oh God.
Hey, Curly.
Noodle. Sorry, I forgot the other one for a second. Noodle. He's the morning cook. He's up getting the kitchen prepared and getting food ready and everything. You guys rise to the smell of cooking bacon and eggs and other sweet deliciousness. And you guys wandering around a bit and seeing everybody kind of scurrying, getting to their positions, getting ready for the day. What do y'all do?
I guess I'm gonna go up on deck again, and I'm gonna sit there and just stretch and just try and get a little bit of the sun on my skin, you know?
Okay. That's exactly what Solara and Ora are doing. So you all realize that you're out in the middle of the ocean. There ain't shit for fucking miles and miles away.
Wow. Definitely get a good
Like,
look
y'all
of
are
the horizon. It's very nice.
Very clear skies, not a storm cloud in sight. Now,
That
as you
sun
all
feels
are
so good
hanging
on
out,
the skin.
Does.
Yeah.
Now, as you are hanging out and checking things out, you hear Boomy come out from below deck, screaming out to the captain, who's at the helm. Captain! Captain! We have a problem! And the captain's kind of got like a slightly panicked look on his face, and he's like, calm down, officer. What seems to be the problem? He starts lowering his voice, and they start talking over by the helm, squabbling amongst themselves. And finally, the captain looks dead over at your group, and he's just like, He starts walking up to you with a bit of a purpose. He goes, all right. Now, I ain't much accusing people, but given that y'all have just been on my ship for not even a whole day yet, I'm going to give this one chance. Whichever one of you has broken into my requisitions office and taking any of our supplies, you give them back now, or I will have no other choice but to throw you off my ship, given the nature of the contents that have been taken.
I'm sorry, none of us have taken anything. We went to bed last night, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't take jack and or shit. So
And we don't even know.
He's
what
not.
you're
He's
talking
not
about.
buying it. So he lets out a very particular whistle, and all the hands on deck start scurrying about, and they start marching everybody out onto the deck of the ship. Everybody, all the passengers, the remaining party members, Asmodeal's stoned ass, dragging his ass out of bed, Korba even, lining everybody up in the middle of the deck. And he starts looking everybody, the captain, I mean, he starts looking everybody up and down. He does the same speech again. That if anything that was taken was returned, he'd be glad to take it back, no questions asked, and he'd only do it this one time. He goes, now, it's not often that I bring new people aboard my ship or am commanded to go grab a bunch of people I've never even heard of, as he looks at some of the royals. It's like from lands of which I never knew existed. But you know what? I'm here now, but I'm going to give you this one opportunity. Either give me back our stuff, or we will begin searching every one of you. And if we find anything on you that belongs to us, off the ship you will be thrown. And need I not remind you where we are, as he kind of lifts his arms up and kind of looks around at all the nothingness around you. Nobody. Nobody at all.
Nobody.
He gives another little whistle, and half of his crew starts going back below deck and going towards the rooms and starts searching everything. He goes, the rest of you will stay here while my men begin their search, and whatever they find, better hope it wasn't in your locations. And then the rest of you, up here. As much as I hate to say it, especially with the women here, but I'm going to need every one of you to disrobe immediately.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
He draws his blade and he goes, this is not a negotiation.
Excuse me. The moment you tell us to take our clothes off is the moment that it turns from a negotiation to not happening. So
Well, it's either that or I start taking you each one by one into a private room with one of my other crew members here and let them thoroughly search you.
or how about you
If you
give
catch
us
my
a
drift.
little bit more of a firm accusation rather than just assumptions that somebody stole something? Do you have any proof that someone stole something?
Tal starts removing his clothes.
Sure, I'm all about it, man. Let's go. Free balling it. Watch it spin it around. Let's watch it spin it
I
around.
mean, I ain't
Get
got
back
nothing to
it.
hide, but I ain't about to fucking strip down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't take anything.
As
Fastest way
as Tal is
fastest way to prove
disrobing,
you're innocent is to do it.
as Tal is disrobing, he walks up with the captain and he goes, I count my manifest diligently multiple times throughout the day. And last night before bed, I did my last counts and I had everything on the list. This morning I wake up and there are some particular items that are missing that would be easily concealed on one's person or amongst their belongings. Now, the person who took this knows exactly what it is, and they will return it now, or we will have to put you on the plank.
Well,
It's as easy as
somebody
that.
didn't
Looking
take
at
something.
looking at Tal with his clothes on the ground, he kind of points at one of the other crew members to come up and start searching through all your belongings on the ground, patting it down, checking for hidden spots, even looking at your bag of holding. And he goes, I think they've all got one, Captain. He's like, oh, I'm curious. On top of it, every one of you has a bag of holding? Now that does raise even more questions. But he's like, yes, indeed, Captain, it does. It really does. If my money is on anything, my money is on the half-orc.
Oh.
He looks like the type that might be stealing, hiding that guy's under this cleric vizier that he's got here. You hear one of the
You're
other crew
going
members
to-
kind of chuckle a little bit.
You're going to make accusations like that against me.
Well, you seem to be the only one quite defensive about getting undressed. And you look around, and even the royals are getting undressed. Like, these nobles are all getting undressed. Like, holding their hands out and everything. Like, you got one guy who's, like, leaned over, giving himself a goatsy.
A what?
Don't ask. He's spreading his cheeks.
No, it's not.
Oh!
You don't want to know what that is.
No.
I didn't know what that was.
I knew what it was, and no, I ain't doing that. Fuck that. I understand that all these ones are wanting to comply to you, but no, that ain't happening. I have nothing to hide, but at the same time, I am not about to fucking strip down just because you're pointing a finger at me, saying that I'm the one that potentially could have done something. Unless you got some solid evidence against me, I want you to shut your mouth, or otherwise I'm going to separate your head from your neck.
It was me. You guys look around and you see Bastion kind of stand out from the crowd and raise his hand up in there, and he's got a bag in his hand. These are rightfully mine, as it were. I'm the one who ordered for you to have them picked up at the last port.
Now where's
Captain looks
that?
over at Boomy for a second, and he's just like, he kind of leans over and starts whispering to him. Kind of really hard to tell, but he's like, do we have any kind of information on who put in the order for that pickup? Do we have anything? No, you just the name. Hey, what's your name, lad? My name is Bastion Vandermeyer. And fuck, he's not making it up. Nobody can make up a fucking weird ass name like that. Can you believe that shit? Fine. Okay, come here. So Bastion comes up with the bag, and he's just like, this is really your belongings. You could have at least talked to us about it instead of causing all this ruckus. It's like, I do apologize, but unfortunately I could not wait any longer to make sure that my belongings were in safe possession of me. And thank you very much for doing a good job picking them up. Captain's still kind of looking at him very puzzled, and he's like, all this money, those, who are you? He goes, I've already told you my name. Closes the bag back up, puts it around his waist, and walks away from him. You are all kind of bewildered. Tal's very naked, along with the rest of the nobles, including that drow that blew you off in such a bad way last night, Thala. So you have that last little bit of fuck you.
I want to know who
How
it was
does that
who made that
breeze feel, milady?
You want to know who made the accusation?
I would love to know who made the accusation against me.
It was Boomy, the requisition officer, the guy who gave you the medals.
I rip it off and just throw it back at him. You can keep your damn medal.
He goes, yes.
How dare you make such an accusation?
So. He just kind of shrugs and he goes, you don't understand. Some of us, we may have all turned a new leaf, but not all of us forgot what the other side looked like.
That still makes
Remember,
it
these
no.
guys weren't
other
always
side.
on the up and up.
You
These
want
guys used to basically be
explain?
pirates. Well, they all used to be pirates. They kind of alluded that when you guys first got there. The captain mentioned, they used to do smuggling and shit, and this was like their first design that they went with for an airship that Ludo designed. That's why he stays on it. That's why he designed any others better than the ship he lives and breathes on. He's designed several other ships out there, but none are quite like this one here.
It still does not make it right to sit there and accuse the first people, the last of us that sit there and get on this ship. We have done nothing wrong. We have not done anything to state that we have done anything wrong. And then the moment that something goes awry, you immediately accuse us. I understand that we are not somebody that you know, and it could have very well been one of the nobles, but you outright sat there and came after us. Which does not make it right.
Specifically coming after me.
Doesn't make any of it okay.
Well, considering how much gold he had given us when he first arrived, it did not seem like he'd be the type of person to sneak in and steal from our stores. But, all the same, I don't trust clerics much because they have proven otherwise to be deceitful. I have once come across one of his kind who claimed to be a cleric and were nothing more than a necromancer in disguise. Quite the
then
vile
maybe
one
it's
at
your
some point in time.
Maybe it's yourself you should be checking if that is the case.
When it's your ship, you can ask the questions.
I'm not asking questions. I'm simply saying a statement. And maybe
And
you shouldn't
the
accuse
drow
us.
lady, the drow female in the back, as she's like half dressed up, top still off, and she goes, Captain Parthan, I must ask, if there's going to be any more of this nature, you will be hearing about it from the Lord of Azimus. I'll see to it personally. And you will be a captain of this ship no more. And he goes, he kind of stops, like bends forward and leads his head over to look down the way at her. And he's just like, you gotta be shitting me. We got a Karen on board.
A
Maybe
drow
you should
Karen.
take into effect what this drow is saying and actually take the fucking advice she's giving you.
Tell me, Tiefling, where you come from, are you responsible for those around you? Are you responsible for the lives of your fellow adventurers? If something happens to one of them, is that blood on your hands? Or is it just fate?
You know what?
You see,
honestly,
on my ship, everybody's blood is on my hands. Even yours.
I get that. What I am saying, though, is maybe you should be a little bit understanding of the situation before you assume. So maybe if you had more evidence and actual proof before you started pointing fingers, we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we?
Perhaps. But during this commotion, while y'all are talking, you notice the ship suddenly starts to tilt a little bit. Like, you all are starting getting a little bit off balance. You look around and you see Bastion. He's at the helm, and he is cutting it hard to make a turn and adjusting the course. The captain, who's barely able to keep his feet below him, looks back at him and goes, "All right, what the hell are you doing? Get away from there!" and starts trying to run up there. And while he's doing that, Bastion cuts it hard again and knocks him the other way. So he starts tumbling around on the deck. And he goes, "No, thank you. I like this spot. I like this. This is my new job from here on till we get to Azimus. And the next time you approach any of my new friends in such a way, asshole, just remind you, I snuck into your stores and stole what was mine from you without anybody aware of it. The only way is that somebody actually does their due diligence in counting. An intelligent crew member. Imagine that." The captain's looking a little puzzled, just sitting on the ground there as the ship begins leveling out. And he's just kind of bewildered, like, how the fuck did this just happen to me on my own ship? He's like, very well. Obviously, I am captain no more of this ship. Looks over at Bastion and goes, "See us to port then, Captain." You can obviously tell his pride is a little hurt as he begins walking back to his main quarters.
Can I scream out to him, drop the attitude?
There's a lot that's happened just then.
Bastion's looking very, very proud of himself at the helm of the ship.
Very smug.
Well, I mean, he just superseded the captain, while at the same time proving that he was capable of stealing his own belongings from the ship which he boarded.
Mm-hmm.
And then also at the same time proving that the captain was extremely judgmental of all of us.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Tal just sits there and drops his drawers, no questions asked, just sit there, just like, here you go, free balling, like, look at my bitties.
Okay, we know now that any chance that Tal has the opportunity to strip down, that he's going to do it.
Yep.
Willingly.
Honestly, somebody
Yeah,
somebody could point a finger. Hey, I wonder what that thing looks like underneath its outer covering, and he's just gonna go here. Take a look.
He's helicoptering all over the place.
Motherfucker.
Hey,
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus here.
Yep.
I now
Oh,
know.
Unfortunately, missed the strip show.
Yep,
so.
he missed the strip show from Tal.
Yep.
What are you talking about? I'm still naked.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's still naked.
He hasn't gotten dressed again.
He missed the initial. The initial.
Yep, him sitting there saying, "I decided to strip down naked."
Yep.
Since she's not here and can't stop me, Tal, while you're naked, you notice Solara catching your eye, like, or you see her staring at you a little bit, checking you out a little bit. Looks away real quick when she realizes you caught her.
Somebody's got a little crush. It looks like.
Mm.
Okay, Solara.
I just see Solara over there going, yummy.
Does it get hard? I mean, he's made of air. No. Anyways,
God, I can't.
now you are all going about the rest of your day pretty effortlessly, pretty uneventful. You guys carry on into the night, and they're serving up dinner, and you're back down below decks with the rest of the crew, and things are a little bit quieter tonight than they were the night before. And they're all sitting around talking, having their own little miniature conversations. At one point, Boomy, he sits down next to you, Atticus, with two big old tankards filled with ale, and sets one down right in front of you. And he goes, "There, I'm sorry."
You're
You can never be too careful.
Your thought to correct this was to just throw a tankard in front of me, and that everything would be just perfectly fine. Is that it?
Well, I could try to see what kind of alms you could throw around.
I grab his tankard and mine, and I down him.
Very well. He gets up.
Go
and
get
goes,
go get a
back,
refill.
He comes back with 4 this time. Sets him down in front of you too, and he goes,
I wish I had Grog's belch on sound, like on my end for a sound
Blow it in
effect.
his face.
Like the belch that he does in the very first episode, where it just reverberates.
He's like, "That was a mighty belch." He's like, "But I was wondering if you may, after today's actions, I understand if you refuse. But we also picked up a new shipment of weaponry, most of which is stuff we've used plenty of times on this ship. But normally, we have our weaponry blessed before takeoff. But we left in such a hurry, I was hoping you might do us the honors."
Really? After basically putting me on blast, suggesting that I was the one who stole something under your nose, by the way, and then not only pointing me out, but also pointing me out because I'm a cleric. Now you want me to help you.
Can I say something really quick?
I'm all ears.
Hey, Boomy.
Yeah.
Boomy.
He's looking at you.
I was gonna say.
I would suggest you mind your fucking business before Atticus over here does something about your business.
Well, you have to understand, it's kind of a tradition we've had on this ship, one of which we've not broken in a very long time.
All right. It's been a long day. We should just eat our food, drink the ale, and try and relax. It's going to be a long trip, and us bickering with each other is not going to help anyone. Let's just try and enjoy the trip.
If Thala
No,
wasn't here, I would chop
in
those
other
heads
words,
off.
in other words, I'll think about it. Now keep these ales coming.
He kind of looks at the rest of you and along with Atticus, and he goes, you have to understand this tradition we carry on the ship, blessing our weaponry. It goes back after a certain individual, an old crew member of ours, had lost their lives, and, well, he was the one who started having us do this, where we'd have our weaponry blessed before leaving port, and we always made it through every battle. Always our ship made it out just fine with very minimal damage. So it would make me and some of the other crew members much more comfortable if you might consider blessing this new weaponry. In fact, it would do us a great honor.
Was this crew member Zyron by chance?
Silence.
Silence.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah.
Was that who?
Zyron is the big purple dragonborn of death.
I see. I
Yeah, I get you.
Silence. Was that who it was? Silence.
Silence. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that who the person
actually,
who was blessing things and before?
Well, he unfortunately was not the one blessing it. He was the one that demanded it when he first boarded our ship, and ever since then, we've never broken the tradition. And in fact, he believed in it so much, he even sacrificed his own life to prove it. So,
well,
if you would mind doing us the greatest honors, we would all greatly appreciate it, and make us feel much, much more comfortable having you all aboard the ship. And you hear Bastion down at his end of the table amongst the other crew members kind of let out a little howl of laughter. He's like, if I didn't know any better, I'd think that you all are scared of me. I don't mean to scare you. Boomy looks down at him and he goes, any lad like you carrying around such an artifact is not something we've ever would have agreed to have aboard our ship. He's like, well, there was why the package was supposed to be left sealed, but you had to open it and look inside, didn't you? And Boomy just kind of huffs a little bit. And he goes, if you happen to come by the requisitions office, please just give me a knock. I'll be there. And he walks away.
Well, I'll think about it.
The rest of you are still sitting there. Y'all are amongst yourselves. Now that Dingus is here, as Modial, we need to kind of catch up to speed a little bit.
Yep.
So, in a nutshell, the things that have happened, I forgot to turn down my music. I just realized this shit. So on my end, that might have been a little too loud. Fuck. Oops.
Yeah, it's fine.
But so for the rest of you who are out and about, what were y'all doing?
We were all just sitting there having dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll say the rest of the night continues on. I won't get into too much detail beyond that. You guys, you do you, boo. But Asmodeus, basically what's happened is you guys have made it through your first night and day, enjoying everything, and you come to find out that Silence, that you met the first night aboard the ship, was an apparition. He was not actually there. And he left his favorite childhood book as a gift to Travasi. But you find out after the fact that he's actually been dead quite some time. So everybody was quite astonished and shocked to hear that anybody had spoken to him or seen him. You walked in after everybody had sorted out a theft that happened aboard the ship. But the guy you arrived with, the roguish figure that you met back in Avernus, who helped get you guys out of the city, he is revealed himself as Bastion Vandermeyer, and he had brought something on the ship. Unbeknownst to any of you what he's got yet, but he stole it back for himself without saying anything to anybody and caused a huge commotion on the ship. So the captain was accusing everybody stealing, and fingers got pointed at Atticus. So that's where you're coming
muted.
in at.
Sorry, accusing everyone.
Well, I mean, he did.
He did.
And pointing fingers
Yeah.
at Atticus. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, Ride chased
What happened?
Orion. Yeah.
Oh, the cats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ride chased
Okay.
Orion.
Definitely don't want to.
Well, they
A
won't
fight this
fight.
late,
They'll
so,
sit
or
there.
no.
They're playing.
Yeah. Well, better safe than sorry. By all means,
Okay.
continue.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So, anyways, you all are amongst yourselves on the ship doing your day-to-day bullshit. Was there anything particular any of you wanted to do on the second day of your ride?
No, since it's a dinner, I mean, I figured that, I mean, I'll probably just head back to my bunk since the night before was very unhelpful.
I may as well do the same.
Okay. So we're starting up the third day. Captain is still in his room. Hasn't come out yet. And you see Bastion back at the helm of the ship. Oh, bye, Maurice.
Later,
Good night,
Maurice.
Maurice.
See ya, Maurice.
Does anybody want to go see what the fuck is up with that?
With what? Sorry.
The captain's still in his chambers,
Oh.
and
I
Bastion
might.
is back at the helm.
I guess I'll go talk with Bastion.
I want to go check on the captain to see if he's doing okay.
So, you two, pick a number between 1 and 8.
To whom are you
Who?
speaking? You said you two.
Thala and Travasi. See which
Um,
one I do first.
7.
Oh my god, it's a 6.
Oh
Okay,
Okay.
okay, fine. Evens, Thala, odds, Travasi.
Okay.
Odds. Travasi.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go to the captain's chambers, knock, knock, knock. You hear him on the inside, and he goes, "Go away. I am not the captain today."
Come on. I'm just here to check on you and make sure you're doing okay.
He opens up the door and he looks over at you and he goes, "Why would it matter to you how I'm doing?"
Because if someone is going to do it, then it may as well be me. I admit I've been kind of a bitch lately, but it's only because I don't want anything else to happen to anyone else as well. And that may as well include you. So, if it means anything, I'm just trying to help you. Just make sure you're okay.
I'll be fine once Bastion and his belongings are off my ship. After that, things can resume as normal.
Okay.
But until then, I am not your captain.
And as such, I understand. But you are still a part of this ship. So come on.
And part of the crew?
And a part of the crew as well.
Part of the
So,
ship. Part of the crew.
If anything, you still
Part of the
belong
ship.
here.
Part of the crew.
Don't,
Shut up.
Don't
kid.
feel as if
Part
you're
of the
not.
ship. Part of the crew.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Part of the ship. Part of the crew. Part of the ship. Part of the crew.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to like binge Pirates of the Caribbean soon. I know it.
But
Well,
as I was
he
saying,
concedes
please
and
just take into account.
he opens
my
the door a
meaning
little
of
bit
this
wider
care.
and he opens the door a little bit wider and offers to let you in the room.
I'm going to respectfully decline. But if you need anything, I'll be in my quarter.
Your bunk? It's in the
Quarter, whatever,
the
bunk.
cruise
I don't care.
quarters?
Shut up. I can't.
It's like you got your own private
Quiet.
room.
Shut up. I'll be at my bunk. If you need anything, I will be over there. Okay.
She'll be over there.
He goes, I'm just saying, my bed is more comfortable.
And rightfully, let me tell you,
Meow,
Which
be a little bit
switch over to
slick
foul.
more than that. Try again later.
Meow, meow.
Not when I'm in this mood. I care about you, but no.
Even
You
a
just
good
met the
doinking,
guy.
a good doinking's not gonna solve your.
I'm
issues
not
right
gonna
now.
hop in bed with you. Just
But it does
because
lift
you
up
feel
the
a certain way.
spirits.
I care about
Well,
you.
We're gonna
Don't get me
we're
wrong.
gonna cut that conversation, and we're gonna
Not
go
gonna
back.
play a
to
little
Yeah.
hide the cucumber. Not doing that.
No, we're gonna go to Thala. You were at the helm with Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks at you, kind of with a weary eye as you approach, and he goes, "Milady, how can I help you?"
I just wanted to come check on you to see how you were doing this morning.
Oh, I'm doing just fine. But be far better once we get far away from that port. Further we get, the better.
I can't agree more, especially with our wonderful greeting that we had when we first were getting on the ship. I was quite glad that I sat there and was able to hit that bird brain right between the eyes, not once, but twice.
That was funny. I have to
that
admit
was
that.
that was quite the shot. I'll give you that much. It takes some skill doing a shot like that.
Indeed.
But I have to ask, what business brought y'all to Avernus? It's such a wretched place. I can't imagine why anybody would want to go there.
We were actually teleported there.
You all didn't go willingly?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, such is their way. I have been tracking that group there for some time. And when I found them going to Avernus, I found it hard to believe that I would find myself back in my home city. I've come so far, I even made a noble of myself in another land, but I always found myself driven to a more roguish side of things. I prefer a more personal approach on certain matters, and well, let's just say after seeing what those things are capable of doing now, I'm glad I managed to pick these up as he pats the bag at his hip.
And what might be those, if you don't mind me asking?
It's the only surefire way to make sure that one of those assholes doesn't make it out alive. He kind of gives you a little wink.
I see. I honestly would like nothing more to sit there and hit my father where it hurts, especially with taking down those individuals that were chasing us, plus also Tarasi's father. I know that that would very much hit him very harshly, since he's been using her father to do unspeakable things. So I would like to cause that man a lot of pain for causing my fellow companions a lot of pain.
I see.
Oh, I would absolutely love to assist in that one. My blade definitely like some more blood. It told me so.
I've lost quite a bit to that city and to Charlemagne as well. He took my sister from me, and that's when I ran away from the city. I never once wanted to stop and think about the things he'd done to her. All I knew is that she was not going to come out the same person or alive. They never do.
I understand.
There was no way I could save her as I was, so I left in search of some hope. But ultimately, it ended up leaving me back home. And among all people I should run into, the princess, needing help of all things. Go figure how such a strange turn of events could happen. But more so, I wanted to make sure that when I went there, I was going to spring this trap on them and take them all out. But when I saw all of you there with the princess, I knew I couldn't do it. Almost like there was a chance. There could possibly be a way to put an end to all of this.
And I hope
So
that
as
we
I
can.
was plotting their movements, I managed to come across some of these, and he reaches inside the bag and he pulls out these little blue orbs, almost with like what looks almost like a lightning storm on the inside of it, but odd. Almost like it's ethereal, like it's not really there. He goes, one of these can create a massive void. It sucks everything in and it destroys it, and nothing can escape it. I was going to drop all of these in the center of Avernus and wipe all of it, including them, from the face of this world. But now, my plans have changed a little bit more, and it looks like they're going to be coming after us. So maybe, just maybe, we can pick them off one by one. And then we go for the heart of the beast.
All right.
Any questions?
No.
I'm just blown away with the
No
fact
follow?
that the plan that you'd had to wipe out the whole place.
Sometimes
Well,
you
didn't
must
take 'em so far
destroy
with 'em,
to
too.
make things grow bigger and better. That is honestly the way of the natural world.
You know who else told me that? Mother.
Seems like she may have known about the natural world in the way that, I mean, sometimes when there is a forest fire, fire can destroy everything in its wake. But in the end, the forest will grow bigger and better and greener. And so that may be what Bastion's trying to do. Just trying to make Avernus bigger, better, and brighter.
Well, she
Okay,
also
so
she
before
also
we
told me
continue,
that
I gotta-
destruction. Go ahead.
What, Tango?
I was going to say, before we continue, I just need to know, because it's already 10:30. I know we need to try to be done relatively soon, but are we going to be playing next week?
Like I said, I will definitely be trying to get home during my lunch on Wednesday. But I will let you know for sure on that one beforehand. If anything, I may just show up a little late.
But
Okay.
But
Well, just
we could
keep me in the
definitely,
loop,
yeah,
'cause-
we could definitely still do Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday for sure, because of the fact that I'll be home on Thursday.
Okay. Well, then, personally, I would like to end it there on
Okay.
that note.
All right.
Alrighty.
For the night.
Sounds good.
And then save the continuation of y'all's journey for next week, and then we'll be arriving at Asmus, and we will, yes, venture for the great unknown. And
Wow, you were
What?
breaking up just then.
Breaking
Yeah,
up.
you were breaking up real bad.
Appropriate time to call it then, obviously.
275, 249, 70.
Oh God.
Oh
That's-
no.
He's going all robot-y just then.
Mhm.
Okay.
So appropriate time,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yep.
Alright, let's see.
It says I have 4, but chances are it'll drop down to like 2 the moment I say we're wrapping up. So
Let me
I
see.
mean,
Okay.
Hey, look at that. Glow and Allie are streaming.
Oh,
my.
goody.
Yeah. Right? Like,
Oh, the end of the world has come. If Flo and Ellie are streaming.
right?
Shut up.
They hardly ever stream. God, like, as soon as they got partnership, they just fucking disappeared from everybody.
Shut
And
up.
you're streaming too. Be quiet.
I don't. What are you talking about? Who's your? I don't know
You
that.
Wiccan.
Wait, is it your or you Wiccan? Which one is it? Like,
All right. I'm gonna.
oh,
you
Fusion's up. Fusion's up. That's probably where I'll go.
Let's go to Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm gonna raid the
rated him in a
Fusion.
minute, so I've already left the thing. So I will go to.
And
Okay.
I'll set.
Okay. We're going to raid over to Dark Fusion. Let me put in my thing. So. Alright, so there's a shout out for him.
I'm netting too. I can't.
No! Wait, how?
Yeah, I figured
That guy didn't have fists out. Did you knock me?
But
I did not.
for those that are here,
I knocked one.
please make sure and copy and paste the boot grade. Thank y'all for
Good
being
shot.
here for
Boom!
Sorry we didn't do as much as
What the
we normally do on
what
a
the
weekly,
fuck?
but
He
since
killed
everybody's
me.
not been feeling well,
I
it
feel. I
kinda
think
makes
he pulled
sense,
out fists
but,
just as
I do appreciate y'all for being here, and so thank you once again. So make sure that you take care of yourself, drink the water, eat the food, get some sleep. And I want you to know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and if nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you. So I will see y'all next time. So here is a boop for the road. Laters!